because somebody made me say something like, who did what?
Feel good to be back, man. Feel good.
I was devastated getting that last Sunday text in the early morning.
I thought I was dying. Like it was crazy. And what happened? Like the shit came over me on Friday. Like all my fingertips was feeling numb and shit. I got weak. I fuck around. I left from work. And I'm thinking like, something. I'm also thinking because I had started taking a new supplement, and I'm thinking like maybe that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, and my chick looking it up like, you took it like on an empty stomach. You know, I'm taking these 1 a day vitamins on top of this supplement from GNC. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm pretty sure it's not FDA approved and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I can see now how pro athletes, you know what I mean, end up getting jammed up if they take some over-the-counter shit, you know, because GNC got so much shit up in there that can just have you feeling like you got a whole new body and shit like that, you know what I mean? So I'm understanding how some of these athletes fuck around and get popped, you know what I mean? They send they manager or they runner to go get them some shit, and they come back with something that's on the non-approved list, you know what I mean? So shout out to James. James got me on these pills. Because I'm trying to get back on the court, you know what I mean, and get a little up and down. And these pills, they joint pills, you know, it's almost like an alternative. Like instead of going the surgery route, you know what I mean, I was like, let me see what they all about. They got these nasty horse pills. But so far, you know, nothing. He reached out to me yesterday, and I was like, I ain't really seeing no difference yet. Just to see if it do. Long story short, you know what I mean? I really don't know what came over me last week. I was sick too, cause
bird flu.
Some. I don't know.
I thought bird flu come when you
Them Shannon Sharp indictments scared the niggas.
some bad coochie.
All this shit going on in the news, like, oh, take me away.
He had some of that. He had some of that center.
Yeah. I walk here. Shout out to the ladies that walk here.
Hey, and he said, I just want to taste you.
This might be my only opportunity. And it turned out to be that way.
Hey, yo.
Hit him with that Martin, like, you can hit him with the, like, hold up.
Hey.
Little smell.
Let's keep it a buck.
What's up?
She looked like she was musty.
I ain't gonna say that.
She looked like she was musty.
I ain't gonna say
beautiful.
that.
She looked like she was musty.
The casting, all those women were so beautiful. Like the way that they casted it, I really like the bodies on it. Like, did y'all see her little body when she walked away? When they was, when they went to go pick up Delroy Lindo? Like, she had a little
but she was
sleep.
sweating the whole movie.
Not a little sweat.
You ain't mad at some Mississippi sweat?
Hold on. Little callback. 4 to 5 times a week. You ain't. It's gonna be a little sweat. It's gonna be a little sweat there. Hey.
That ain't all day sweat though. It's a different type of sweat. That all day sweat is something different.
She was walking in that country southern heat.
Come on, Reese.
So let me ask you.
And she was in the club going hard.
Question. So,
Nah.
All right. It sounds like
that
my
wasn't
brothers.
on the walk-in. That wasn't on the walk-in. That was after both.
I see you're back healthy because I know you about to be on some BS.
Hey,
it wasn't on the walk-in.
It sounds like my brothers is insisting, that the young ladies have to jump in the shower to deal with y'all.
After she been walking in the sun all day from the beginning of the movie to the end.
If a chick been outside all day,
and she
running
foul,
this, that, and third, just get dressed, go to the club.
You and baby girl and Crunch getting it in, and she want to get home and just get right to it. Like, it ain't happening. No,
not that.
I'm with it.
Not Mr. 2 to 3 every month. You
right.
can't be with it.
Right. You want to cash in your 2 to 3 on that?
I'm with it.
Cashing in your 2 to 3 on that is crazy. That's crazy.
You don't got the Grand Theft Auto code, so you only got, you know what I'm saying? You don't got the...
Yo.
Hold up. So let's be clear. I want to be clear on what y'all saying. Y'all are telling me that if your chick has been
She had the same
in
dress.
her natural element all day, she been out working, and she come home and she want to get up on you. It can be a hot summer day. All right, let's change the elements. It's summertime.
Okay.
She been at work all day. She done drove home.
Yeah.
It's 100 degrees outside. You been at the crib chilling in the AC, fresh.
Yeah.
Sitting in your slippers and your boxers all day, just relax, fresh though. She come home and she just want to climb right up on you. Y'all declining it?
Absolutely.
Hold up.
No, don't let him trick you, bro.
Hold up.
I think y'all lying.
Hold up. Now. Now.
You know what my answer is, Reese?
No.
Y'all better stop playing. Dez, don't let him do this today.
Now, it's levels. There's levels to this now. Putting the dipstick in to check the oil.
Yeah,
Always.
no problem. No problem.
And then.
Y'all like it's gonna come back like
And then-
tart. It's
and
just-
then-
Hold on. You want me to put my face in it?
Putting the dipstick in to check the oil and then tasting the cake batter.
that's
It's
two different things. It's two completely
He was
different
tasting the
things.
cake batter
Yeah.
in 1920.
Right. He went face in. I mushed the whole cake in his face. B.
Another
That's what he
question
did.
for y'all. Another question for y'all. Another question.
Anybody else?
It's nice in here. Doesn't smell the best, but it's really nice in here.
So
Maya?
are y'all telling me that?
Maya.
How can I word it?
Maya?
So it sounds like y'all saying like the box got to be as fresh as it can
No,
possibly
that's
be.
you
That's what you-
as a manipulator is what you're
I
saying.
mean, I'm just trying to figure out because y'all sound like
First of all, your girl ain't gonna want you to put your face in it.
it ain't stinking or nothing. Like y'all treating it like y'all getting a sardine.
I don't know a woman that's gonna be comfortable to want to get they. I mean, you know what? Hey, I apologize. Inshallah. I'm just saying, for the most part, women ain't gonna want. They ain't gonna want you to.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like they know when it's time out right now. Now ain't the time.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. For the most part,
And that's what a girl tried to do.
yeah, she let them know. Now her situation was a tad bit different. Like that's a string. You know what I mean? Like that. So
was
she out
respectable.
there in that desert heat, Mississippi.
Right.
You know what I mean?
1920.
You know, right?
Same dress on from earlier.
There ain't no central air nowhere.
Right.
You know
And she foul. Let's be real. She foul.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because she was married.
Yeah, get that thing up by the end of the night.
Not by the end of the night, by the middle of the night.
Middle of the night.
He sung that song.
And then after that, she went to go perform.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right? And tore the roof off the motherfucker. Like, she had the best performance of the night.
No, she didn't. That's a lot.
You don't think?
That's a lot.
That's cat.
Who did?
My man voice is insane, bro.
His
He
voice
was-
is the same, but his performance went what?
that was the peak performance of the movie, Reese. The roof burned down. Right. There was Chinamen out there.
Yeah. We gonna get into that too, man. We gonna definitely talk about sinners, man. Like that said.
I'm saying
You know what I'm saying? It felt like we really missed a month.
Right.
You know, it was so much shit that went on. But happy to be back, man. We gonna have a good time. Hopefully, niggas ain't got too many Cinco de Mayo plans. Like we in here kind of early. Hopefully, we can get up out of here.
Shout
at a
out to
reasonable
Dez.
time.
Look, hold on, stop for a second.
What's up?
My doorbell rang at 2:27. I'm like, I didn't even look. I'm like, oh, this is Reese. It's for sure, it's Reese.
Yeah.
I open the door and see Dez. I'm like,
Dez.
Dez.
What we talking about?
I love that.
Shout out to my dog, man.
Yeah. So we gonna cook. We'll do things a little different today, man. We celebrating a few things, a few monumental things that took place, and we just happen to be there to document it.
Welcome to having a 20-year-old. See how difficult that was? There's so many more chairs around here that he could have got.
Could have just pulled that one out. Yeah, like I said, we fresh off of a monumental year, you know what I mean, as far as content, music, everything like that. And as I was sitting at the crib, you know, fucked up, I was just sitting there thinking like we really done been like the pulse of a lot of that shit. We've been able to capture it, you know, and see it live, you know, on the spot.
You just walk that straight through our camera shot, huh?
and give commentary to it. So I want the show, you know, it's kind of gonna follow, you know, along those lines today of, you know, some shit that took place. But again, we're gonna get into all this shit that went on last week that we missed out on. I know we got the Shannon Sharp shit to get into. We got some NBA playoffs to get into. Back to Shannon Sharp real quick. Like, Shannon Sharp is he's out of control.
Damn, I forgot. Damn, see, that's what I'm saying. So much shit happened last week. Damn. Yeah.
What happened with Shannon?
Huh?
I'm just doing it for the. We had these conversations, and the fans don't know what we're talking about.
Shannon Sharp.
I mean, you want to get to the intros first?
Yeah, we're going to get to that. Let's get to the
Ultimate
intros.
freak bag.
Let's get to the intros.
What we talking about?
Like I said, we're going to do something a little different today. We are celebrating a 1-year anniversary of a historic moment in hip-hop. You two, fuck with us. Give us some grace, hopefully. We're going to talk over this as much as we can, but we're going to get into history. Let's get to it. We're going to have some fun.
Dez, get your man, bro. Get your man, Dez.
We're going to have some fun.
The woman that I
We're going to make it. Nah, I know you get worried about it. We're going to make it.
Let me tell you, with these mics, it's going to make it because they can barely hear that.
Let's get to it. Get to it. Listen, Drake and Kendrick.
You slam records so much better than what you used to.
Hey, yeah, I'm not a DJ, people. I'm not a DJ, but we're gonna have some fun with it.
Yeah. Been in the lab a little bit.
It started off all good. Two giants in the game. We never saw what was coming in 2024, or did we? Hey. Okay.
Not the Q points.
She eyeing me like a nigga don't exist. Girl, I know you want this.
Girl.
I'm Kendrick Lamar. AKA business to me just a car. That mean your friends 60 be up to par. See my standards, so can't put by 3 subs tomorrow. You a bad bitch, put your hands up high.
He been working on this all week.
At one time, it was all good.
Yes, he's been working on this all week.
At one time, it was all good. All good things come to an end, so they say.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know you taste this a little bit. High maintenance. Everybody else basic.
Hey.
Life on an everyday basis.
All the bad bitches in here, put your hands up. Right now, you in your cubicle getting busy. You on that treadmill fucking with what we talking about. We appreciate you. Hey.
It's a shame, man.
Hey. I hate that we can't play this game. I do too. Like I said, at one time it was all good.
Clearly a lot for me to take in. It don't make sense. Young East African girl, you too busy fucking with your other man. I was trying to put you on game, put you on a plane, take you and your mama to the motherland. I could do it, maybe one day. When you figure out you need someone, when you figure out it's right here and it's you don't run.
And then it took a turn for the worse.
Play that loud. That's not on DSPs.
Yeah, they took it off the album.
It's never on the album.
They said the sample didn't get cleared on it.
It never got cleared, so it never made it. So that's why they dropped. That's why they leaked it.
Kendrick said it's time to set it off. A friendly fade too. Like it wasn't.
I agree.
I'm listening to the verse. He just wanted a friendly fade.
Transform like villain Decepticons. Molly's probably turn these niggas to fucking Lindsay Lohan. A bunch of rich ass white girls looking for bodies, playing with Barbies. Wreck the Porsche before you give them the gun key. Heard the barbershops being great debates all the time. Heard the barbershops.
What they talking about, Kendrick?
Heard the barbershops being great debates all the time. About who's the best MC? Kendrick, Jigga, and Nas. Eminem, Andre 3000, the rest of y'all. New niggas, just new niggas. Don't get involved.
Hey.
And I ain't rocking no more designer shit. White tees and Nike Cortez, this red Corvette synonymous. We usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with. But this is hip hop and them niggas should
Okay.
know this. And that goes for Jamaica, Big Crit, Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mills, A$AP Rocky, Drake. I hate y'all. I do anything to replace y'all.
Drake, we don't like your kind.
Did you work last week, or was you working on your set?
Hey, hold on. Let's get it going. He told you, I hate y'all.
He went so crazy on this.
Too crazy.
Assassinated. And nothing's been the same since I dropped Control and tucked the sensitive rappers back in a designer. Ha ha, jokes on you.
Okay. Let's turn the heat up a little bit.
Who is this right now, man?
A little bit.
Who is this right now,
Let's turn the
man?
heat up a little bit. We're Dez, and I need Dez for this next section.
You know what?
I need you for this next one. Pause. It's clear that Kendrick's been the aggressor. Okay, Drizzy, it's your turn. Fight back a little bit, Drizzy. Fight back a little bit, OVO Desi.
What is this?
Push-ups. Shook your head to like,
Nah, it's one-on-one.
Hey. this point, OVO was feeling good. Dot sent somewhere in the cut.
Kendrick, we need ya. Hip hop savior.
Trying to let it die down. Blaze, what he said? Nah. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. We almost done.
This live, that shit be so crazy, bro. How they just all just be like, the crowd just take over.
It's perfect for a live show.
Perfect.
You said it was over with for you right here at this
It was
point,
over
right?
for me.
It was over with for you. Let's get to it. I know a lot of people tend to think that this is the one. Got overshadowed, right? A little bit.
He fucked up.
Fucked up.
Beginning of the verse, he fucked up.
Not CB. That's not your guy.
TDE and YG.
YG's okay.
He had records.
YG showed up at the pop. I was like, no.
But I'm saying, like, saying that who knows really
yeah,
represent
yeah.
my nigga CB.
Yeah.
It's a horror movie. This is a horror movie.
Horror movie. Doc, slow up. Mustard on the beat, ho.
Bro, can you stop with the Q points, bro?
Right. And you see how he tailored his shit to
Yeah.
Kendrick? He ain't really let Drake flourish. I beat the jig. Yeah, I beat the jig. It's all good though. No, they ain't gonna let him cook on the Hartman style.
Aubrey, we fuck with you too, but hey, I just wanted to run through the records just to let people know who was kind of on the same side of the fence that Dez was on. That Drake got completely washed the fuck up, man.
He
Like,
did.
completely. Great rapping. Great rapping.
It's crazy.
A lot of it is just the strategy, man. Whoever was in the war room with Kendrick, bro, I just thought I would never see the day that that Drake got beat at his own game. Like, you know what I mean? Usually Drake be, outwitting niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of this battle is predicated on that. It ain't necessarily the records. It's just the strategy, the timing.
Real shit, or we talking about rhymes? You talking about millions or you talking about mine? What we talking about?
What the fuck we talking about? Gentlemen, apologies for the extended intro, but again, we're a year removed.
You two gonna be like, the first 15 minutes of your show is out of here.
Right.
I think we're gonna be clean.
I'm gonna be real with you. These mics don't they designed to pick up a lot of the.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be clean. Again, like I really wanted to get into that more so.
Hey, that's a banger though. That's a banger.
Just it don't sound quite the same after what happened to him. And that's what I was trying to get y'all to understand. Like when I was saying like it's over for Drake, is that it's just the feeling behind his records now. Like I'm almost at a point to where I kind of feel bad for Drake. Like how y'all feeling about like a year later, after everything done played out the way that it has, and we've seen.
You want to do intros or you just want to skip it?
I would like to skip it, but if y'all want to get into it, we can.
It's up to you.
Let's
pod. I think they know who we are. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
10 of your friends know him. If you don't, that's Dez Arnaz, the bearded one. The kid Blaze is in the building.
Hey, my man.
What up? Y'all know me, CEO.
He's been doing the podcast with you for 7 years and don't know your intro. If you don't know me, 10 of your friends do.
Hey, one of them, y'all know what it is. Shout out to y'all, man. Also, shout out to my dog, Will Ryan, is in the building with us today in the Whip podcast. He's in here chilling with us. We appreciate you pulling up on us today. Again, gentlemen, we are officially a year removed from the battle, everything that took place. Time is fucking flying.
That has been a year.
Being able to look back on it now and how everything has played out, knowing what we know, seeing how everything has played out right in front of us. What's y'all's thoughts today? What's today, May 3rd or May 4th? What is y'all's thoughts today looking back on the battle? Like, how do y'all feel about it?
My fault. I feel I got multiple feelings about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was cool, but I do kind of feel like I hate what it kind of did to the game. I felt like it made too many fans feel like they had to choose a side.
Yeah.
It a lot of good music that came out last year got overshadowed because the battle was just such a big event and it just was the talking point of the year.
Right. So
we didn't. A lot of artists, I feel like they rollouts and drops just got pushed to the side because everybody was just focusing on Drake and Kendrick. I'm glad that we got to see it. I didn't think it would play out like this. And when I say play out about this, it's not even about who won and lost.
Right.
It's just how what I hate what this battle did is it low key like divided the industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I feel like
let me ask you this, that's my fault for
No, you good.
Is there any part of you that wish that it just never took place, period?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
I don't have that feeling. I don't like, and that's
because I feel like because it took place and how much it divided people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we are going to miss out on a lot of good music in the future because of it.
You think?
Yes.
Only effects that I've seen from it so far.
No,
early on,
come on,
has been
no more Ross and Drake features, which they have phenomenal records together. No more Future and Drake, phenomenal records together.
I'm not losing sleep over none of that though. Like,
but I feel like as a fan, we missing out on good music.
I think Ross and Drake has ran its course. Like,
For sure.
it's still,
Yeah, I mean,
And
because,
I don't
because
think
Ross, because Ross don't rap no more, but Future and Drake,
I don't think it's off the table.
I don't either. Drake's a sucker.
that can be
Like,
repaired because Drake he mentioned several times like he ain't never really had no beef. He don't understand.
I think all of it can be repaired with Drake, except Kendrick.
Right.
Other than that, I think
I don't think all of it.
I think he.
No, not all of it.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
No, who
No
y'all got?
weekend. No weekend. And Drake.
No Weeknd. No.
That's real beef.
No, we don't care, but no ASAP.
No who?
ASAP. I know we don't
Yeah,
care.
Oh, we don't care about
ASAP Weekend. Yeah, Nets.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I can foresee. I can foresee Future and Drake happening sooner than we think.
Future and Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Future kind of needs Drake look like right now.
I think it's getting ready to happen on Thug's album. I could see a Future and Drake and Thug record come. On
Make
Thug's
sure we put a pin in that record too. We gotta talk about that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's just like I feel like it was cool. But you know what? It was just funny, man. It was just funny seeing how this shit took place, man.
Would you feel this way if the roles was reversed?
Yeah.
Because this don't sound like.
First of all, I don't.
Are you hearing the same thing that I'm hearing?
First of all, I don't like niggas act like I just hate Kendrick and I'm just super OVO.
I never put that on you.
That's not a fair depiction, and nobody's ever put that on you.
No,
like,
y'all
just
was putting that on
recently.
me.
Recently, you've been on your
Y'all put that
OVO. I mean, I wouldn't even allow to wear OVO shirt without getting slandered. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, man, when I look at the battle, it's just like I feel like the politics got too involved with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't think so?
No.
What?
It was a death. A death happened. That's what happened.
Well,
and
and let me ask you this, because you done said this a few
y'all
times.
talking
and
music.
We've
Y'all
kind of
talking-
let it go.
Y'all talking the music. I'm just talking about the overall battle. Push the music to the side.
All right, so let's do that. Like, because you've said this a few times, and me and Blaze have both kind of just Euroed it. Like,
Yeah.
So when you say the politics, like, what politics are you talking about?
Like it seemed like to me
It
the
seemed like
battle
one person got their
battle
ass kicked.
to me the battle started becoming more than the music to me. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. What them niggas did at the Grammys, I did not like that. Bro, niggas was high fight. They was like,
I don't know why that's such a big deal. I don't know why it's such a big deal.
It's a hot record.
Dr. Dre, them niggas was in there like, yeah, we beat him. We got him out of here. Niggas was celebrating, bro.
See, I think that's whack. I think that's whack because
how was it whack?
it's whack because
How's it whack?
you act like they can't step on Drake no matter what. The powers that
Hey,
you
they
talking
did.
about
They did.
don't need to high five each other.
Yeah.
They don't need to do that. They are freaking Lucian Grange and Dr. Dre.
They did. I feel like they spanked him a little bit because he was.
They
he
spanked
was,
him a little bit, but they
he
still
was-
let
he was
Nokia
feeling
go
himself.
crazy?
He was feeling himself. And
Listen, if that's
But
what
he's a-
a spanking is from the higher ups for Drake, like, I'll sign up for that.
no, not when you this and then the drop
He's
like
still,
that.
But he's still up there.
Nah, because it's the public perception too. Like the way I'm watching the public just act like Drake ain't shit no more. Y'all not
Blaze
seeing
ain't
this?
feeling it.
Hey, bro, every street survey that I've seen, the majority of the people still will pick Drake. That's just the truth.
Nah,
Especially-
that's not what I'm seeing online. That's not what I'm seeing. Are
Especially-
you seeing that online? Niggas is like, get
So
Drake
you tell
out
me
of
that
here.
you tell me that women's picking Kendrick over Drake? No way. No. Let me pull up.
Not Kung Fu Kenny.
Man, DJs is scared to play Drake records right now in the clubs, bro.
Des, what are you talking about?
I mean,
What's
they play no
happening?
Kids. They play
What's
no
going
Kids.
on?
They play no Kid. They play no Kid.
It's the number 2 song in the country.
They play no Kid. Yeah, they play no Kid. But I'm not really hearing Drake like I should. Feel like I should be.
You
hearing Drake.
always have said that in the city that you live in,
Thank
they
you.
don't play
Thank
enough
you.
Drake. I'm trying to be against this nigga. You're not allowing me to do it. You should hear more Drake out, period, in this city.
Facts.
I think the only thing negative that came from this battle, at least my perspective of it, was, we just got to see like the true fabric or the true character of Drake. Like, that was exposed. Whereas Kendrick Lamar was able to remain himself and be, kind of, discreet, you know what I mean, and be able to chill in the cut, whereas the covers was pulled back on Drake.
I agree
think
with
that's
that.
where a lot of people.
But this ain't the first time we've seen it. We just got to see it at a higher level because
Pusha did it.
Because Pusha did it, and I hate how niggas be trying to act like Pusha's record wasn't nothing.
He's not a superstar.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. So it leads to your point. I agree. We got to see it again, but now you're going up against a guy that has just as much superstar power as you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, coming into it, Kendrick was the underdog to me coming into it.
Slightly, I could see the tell of the tape
Like
would have
just the
Drake
totality.
as the
Like
favorite.
coming into it, I'm thinking
I
like
missed it.
I said coming into it, Kendrick was the
Kendrick was
underdog
the
to me.
underdog. Yeah.
Like because I thought what the internet did for Kendrick, I thought that was gonna happen for Drake. I thought the internet was gonna take over and be like, get Kendrick out of here.
I don't like that.
What they do
that's
that?
fair. That's fair.
They do that.
No, but what did the internet do for Kendrick?
They was like, fuck Drake.
I mean, they champion.
But we usually see that on the. That's what I'm saying. When niggas go against Drake, they usually do that for Drake.
See, but they did that. So let's go back to an example that we love to get into.
The
Drake
Meek
and
Mill.
Meek Mill.
The back-to-back.
Meek made great records in that whole situation. He rapped good.
Right.
He just didn't have.
But he didn't make records like Kendrick though.
He made great records later.
Yeah, he did.
No, I'm talking about like a lot of his records got stepped on.
Because
Like
they came
Because-
later.
Yeah, they came later because that Terrio shit he tried to do, that shit was doo-doo.
Reese,
no, I'm talking about that 3-pack that he had did.
But that was later.
that was later, Reese.
How much later was it? That
Months
that was
later.
Yo Fest because he was in Toronto with him.
Reese, it was months later.
was 6
The
months?
problem with Meek was he did this and wasn't prepared for battle.
Yeah, he
the
kept
same
calling out
way
Drake.
that Drake wasn't
Yeah, he
prepared for
kept
battle
calling out
this
Drake,
time.
and then Drake hit him with the Drake.
And remember when From X to Flex was supposed to be premiering the song and he didn't have a song to premiere?
Because remember Drake first dropped Charged Up, and then Drake did Meek with Fire, which was I like that more than Back to Back to me.
I don't know about that.
What Charged Up? I like.
I love Charged Up though.
I like that more than Back to Back. Back to Back, you can just sing along with. It's like they not like us.
Yeah, but it was different though. It was different.
It was the meme behind it.
I mean,
Drake was talking on Charged Up.
OVO Festival. It was a lot of things that played into all of that of him, publicly slaughtering me. You know, what I mean, it was
It's been a few days, nigga. Where y'all at? I drove here in a Wraith playing AR Ab.
Free AR, man.
I'm not really sure what really made y'all mad, but this is what I got to do to make y'all rap. He was going in. That's different from not like
world
us.
tour or your girls tour. Yeah, it was a lot of.
I don't want to talk about this ever again. Not even when she tell you that we're better as friends. Like, come on, hey, not like us was kind of like, but still was. I mean, I see what Dez is saying though.
So now that we're able to sit back and look at it from a different angle. I've been seeing a lot of people, in particular, more so than anybody. Do y'all think Kendrick took it too far?
No.
You want to elaborate? Like,
Sure.
I know you're saying no because I'm in agreement with you.
Sure.
I don't think it was too far.
I mean, it was so many. I don't want to sound like Ice, but it was so many warnings of like, yo, we can just keep this one way.
Right.
Either we can go the route of A or go in the route of B. You want to bring up Whitney? He did. It's so comical how Drake made similar mistakes that he made with Pusha. It's like he tried to use the same formula that didn't work before. And so Kendrick said, we can keep this cool because I can take it further. That's something that you don't want to do. Nah. You following through. Come on. I heard you got this record for the last 10 years. Drop it. We want to hear it. Nah. That nigga had rebuttals in his raps. He said if the family matters, then it's God's plan. Like he used rap battle tactics. Here's the truth, Reese.
What's up?
You know what happened to Drake?
What happened?
Drake got Ja Rule. When Ja Rule started doing stuff like this, we had enough.
Rainy Days? Mary J. Blige. It's one of the ones, though. This Rainy Days? What?
What I'm saying, it's a banger. But the rap fans is like, all right, Ja.
Yeah.
Like, Drake has been making microwavable music for so long. And it's like, go ahead.
No, I was going to say more so than anything, that's what this battle exposed. And we have been speaking about it on the podcast for like maybe the last year,
100%.
2 years, is that Drake is not growing with his music. Like he's catering to a audience, you know, mainly of younger kids, you know what I mean? And Kendrick exposed that. Like, my nigga, you 36, 37 years old, and like you said, still trying to make microwave music. And he even said in one thing, I make music that electrify, you make music that pacify.
But that's what I'm saying. Drake wasn't always that. This is the misconception. And this is why I be understanding where Dez be coming from. Because you remember, I fought y'all. I fought you and Trav about For All the Dogs.
Yeah.
Like, I literally was on this podcast swinging, right? But then when he dropped Scary Hours, it said, oh, I'm wrong. He went crazy. But it let me know that
Scary Hours got him in trouble, though, right? Ain't that where First Person Shooter was at? Was that on For All the Dogs, or was it?
That was on For All the Dogs.
Oh, so it was originally on there? Oh, okay.
I think they had another record on Scary Hours.
They did. I thought it was a second record.
So, well, what happened was that y'all told the truth, and it made me remember, like, some of my favorite, like, Drake lines where Drake was really introspective, because after a while, you get tired of the microwave, who's calling your phone? Love it.
He's right back to it.
He's right back to it. But me, the Drake that I fell in love with is, I heard they just moved my grandmother to a nursing home, and I be acting like I don't know how to work a phone. But here at Redoubt, you see that I just called some chick I met at the mall that I barely know at all, and plus this woman that I mess with unprotected, texting saying she wished she would have kept it. The one that I'm laying next to just looked over and read it, man. I couldn't tell you where the F my head is. I'm holding on by a thread. It's like I'm high right now. That's the Drake that we don't have anymore.
Do you think we're going to get that on this next album?
No way. Not with Nokia.
Right, because Nokia took all that. Nokia was the gift and the curse. You know what I mean? Like, I know he threw it out there as a tester to see if I could still make this type of music, or do I really got to get into something different. And, you know, the typical fan, it don't take much. You know what I mean? And I think that's who Drake aims to please. And I think that's also, like, his biggest downfall. You know what I mean? Like, because it's, I don't want to call it a money grab, but it's money grabbing records. You know what I mean? Like, records that I can get on the road with, records that I can dominate the radio with, you know, records that niggas can throw a caption up with on Instagram. Like, and just at what point is he like?
I feel like we started. I think we started losing the Drake that we love. Views.
Wait, explain that. Go deeper. Pause.
Because views. I feel like Views is one of, like, ain't it like Drake's biggest album, like selling album?
Biggest album, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Y'all killed me for that.
And we did, and then and I apologize to you. I apologize to you all the time. But when you go back, and listen, when you go back and look at Views, that's like a lot of his commercial success are records off Views, and I feel like after that we never got the original Drake fans. We never got the OG Drake. He started just chasing, you know what I mean, chasing the charts, chasing.
Is that when he started saying like I'm Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of Lucien Grange talk started popping up.
He's been really talking about Lucien for a while. If you go back and listen to it, you'll hear a lot more than what you think.
He was talking slick on Charged Up.
It's almost like he's looking at people like I'm untouchable.
And he shot a couple.
Views is the number one. I didn't know that.
He shot a couple shots at Jay too.
Views is his biggest album for sure.
He shot a couple shots.
And then
at
I think
Jay
Scorpion might be his second biggest album.
Third.
Take
Care was the second.
Take Care.
Barely though.
Take Care is my favorite.
Barely though.
Barely.
Yeah.
Because
nothing was the same.
Views got one dance on it.
And don't Views got Hotline Bling?
Yep. Controller,
yeah. I love Views, man.
I don't know why.
So again,
the Child's Play record is on there.
Fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's, to me, I feel like OG Drake fans, we started like Views was the album where it was like, oh, he a pop star now. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of never went back, which I kind of understand it on a when it comes to the money. Like once you start becoming that big of an artist, it's kind of hard to go back to your old backpack ways. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, so let me ask you this again. Like, we have the ability now because it's already done taken place. If Kendrick still did exactly what he did, you know, as far as the records and the way that he approached it, the way he stays silent, cerebral, and all that, do y'all see any way that Drake could have won. Like if he went back and if say you got an option, the chance to go back and rework your strategy
with the records that Drake put out.
Even if y'all want to throw a different record in there, you know what I mean.
So what type of? What?
We wouldn't know. Like this is just. I'm sure Drake would cook up something.
Here's
different.
my question, Dez and Reese.
What's up?
Are you saying that Drake is now prepared? Because he's not. He wasn't prepared.
Prepared now. Yeah. Like.
Then that's a different Drake. So I can't answer that question.
You can't. I feel like it's hard to do that, Reese. I see what you're trying to do, but I feel like it's hard to do. I feel like the problem is Drake. Drake went into this saying, "I'm Drake. I'm the bigger artist. Niggas don't really care about you like that. You got a little fan base, but I'm." You know what I mean? He kind of went into this like, let me get this nigga out of here. You know what I mean? He kind of went in feeling himself.
He kind of went in there like Ja Rule.
Why was? But let me ask y'all this, because Drake's a student of the game. He knows the industry in and out. Why was he so arrogant as to thinking that Kendrick is?
He's been the guy for 10 plus years.
But he knows Kendrick is not a nobody. He knows that.
He knows that.
No,
but he thought
you know that.
But
he didn't know that.
But I feel like Drake thought his cachet would take him over. Like, nigga, I'm Drake. You're Kendrick.
Drake was operating off false premises.
Yeah,
he was operating off the rumors that Kendrick takes forever to do records and all this stuff. He didn't expect back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that.
The Taylor Swift. Listen, when I heard Taylor Swift, that told me everything I needed to know. I said, man, nah, this ain't
Taylor Made.
I'm a Taylor Made.
Yeah. Going back listening to Taylor.
What you mean by that? What you mean by that?
Like, because it was just, bro. That's what I'm saying. He made a mistake.
But did y'all hear the verse though? When he was rapping to Snoop, he was getting busy.
He was getting. But that's what I'm saying though. Look, me and Blaze were talking about this before the mics cut on, right? In retrospect, right? Taylor Made was not whack. It wasn't whack, but he just was feeling himself too.
I thought it was whack.
And the AI.
I think it's whack.
I ain't gonna front.
I thought Drake's verse was good though.
The AI shit was creative to me. I did like the AI. I feel like if Kendrick would have did an AI Pac, niggas would have went crazy.
Yes, because it made more sense for him to do an AI Pac.
Drake has no type.
I thought it was creative. I thought it was creative for him to do the AI thing.
Drake operates off the same rules, Dez. He really tried to pull I drove here in the rave playing AR app. Let me go get the West Coast on my side.
That's what he do.
It didn't work. It's miscalculations.
And that's what we're saying, Blaze. And that's what we're saying. The nigga didn't come in prepared, Reese. Like, he felt like, nigga, I've been the man for over 10 years. All these niggas fuck with me. A lot of these niggas, they wouldn't have charted without me. Niggas is gonna take my side. You don't do shit for your coach. You don't do shit for your city. I'm the bigger guy. And he learned a lesson real quick. The West was one. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this.
And they got on his ass real quick.
Another question.
This ain't meat, bro.
You're right. Do y'all think that the battle is completely over?
Yeah.
I don't. You know why I know it's over? You know why I know it's over? GNX. I think the war and the battle's over because Kendrick's moved on.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, he's on the tour. He's performing the records. But GNX don't have no Drake. This is on there. Not really.
Listen. I'm going to be honest, Reese. If Drake does anything else going forward with this nigga, bro, it's another miscalculation, bro.
I don't know.
He gotta leave it alone. He gotta leave it alone. Just take your L and keep it moving, bro.
That's easier said than done. Somebody whip your ass as a kid, or you get into a fight.
Because now,
you
but
Reese,
what's gonna happen is damn, it's gonna be like niggas is gonna be looking like, damn, nigga, you still on it, nigga? Like,
yes, he tried.
But what
it's
can he do?
For life.
But I'm gonna be honest.
Can't be.
But I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like there's nothing Drake can do that's gonna make this shit lit again.
I could see a pathway for Drake really.
I don't see it. I feel like this will be a fatal mistake, Blaze, if he does this.
What I think is that Kendrick is going to ignore him now, and this is the opportunity for Drake to get his shit off. Now, it might fall on deaf ears.
The masses is going to be like, get out of here, Drake.
Because the masses is still on Drake. It's still many of niggas like Moore, yourself, where they think,
I don't like this. I don't like how you keep trying to like.
Yeah. Don't try him on my dude. Don't try him on my nigga.
No, bro, no.
Nah.
Listen.
No, but you think it's closer than what it was.
No,
right?
I
don't like that you're doing this to this.
No.
I don't like that you're doing this This is why I don't like it.
If you was a judge and you had to call it like you call it unanimous.
Yeah, it was. I just know my
Hey,
biggest thing
you
was,
are something
right,
else.
He on some bullshit.
Dez was never on the side of Drake
I
during
just-
this battle.
but I just didn't like how
Last
niggas.
couple months, I
Yeah,
couldn't
last
tell
couple
where
months.
I
No,
stand.
this is what I didn't like. I hated how niggas was trying to shit on
different
Family
battle
Matters like
too?
Family Matters wasn't shit. I hate how niggas try to
Who
shit on
shitted
it.
on Family Matters?
Bro, the
man?
masses.
No,
because Meet the Grams really wasn't that. It was the timing. It was the timing to Meet the
It was
Grams.
the perfect response.
It was the timing.
It was, and so
But
what?
Family Matters was hard.
It
bro.
was. I agree
It was
with you.
hard. He
So
spanked
you keep
everybody
saying
on
that
Family Matters.
nobody said it wasn't.
But niggas act like. But Family.
It just wasn't.
You
they
don't like
not
battle rap, do you?
us.
Huh?
You don't like battle rap.
I do
you?
like battle rap.
I'm talking about like battle rappers. Like, do you listen to
like-
Rum Nitty and?
Like, I don't want to hear records from them niggas.
No,
but I watch.
I'm talking about the battles.
You just saying, do you like the battles?
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah. I
Because
fuck with
then
it.
you would understand.
schemes and everything,
Sometimes
like-
it's not. I ain't got a lyrical miracle you to beat you. I can
get that.
rebuttal you
I get
and
that. I get that. I
and
get
scheme. It's about a scheme.
But let me ask you this,
What's
because
up?
now I'm feeling the way with you.
that.
Like,
Come on.
what was so fire about Family Matters?
Family Matters comes fire.
Bro,
No, I'm just saying, though,
did you,
but, like,
did you listen to the record?
I did, but like, what
He did.
What stands
but
out?
this is the thing. And me and Blaze just listened to it before you got here. The problem with Family Matters is he really barred everybody else up more than he barred up Kendrick.
That's
the problem with Family Matters.
That's the problem.
He didn't give. He spent too much time on the weekend and them other niggas. Like if he would have,
He spent 8 bars on ASAP.
Go ahead, keep going.
Because like the first verse he gave Kendrick some bars, then he started going. The second beat is when it really gets crazy, and then the third beat he get back on Kendrick, but it's like it wasn't. It was like.
I was really trying to keep it PG.
That's what you don't like. It's the microwave. You don't like the microwavable
Look,
music.
the first couple bars.
Because guess what? Family Matters is still microwavable music. That's a fact. But it's still hard though.
But the beginning he fucks up when he try to shout the niggas out, he fuck up. But then when he get to rapping, he be. I heard one of little babies might
Hey,
be
so
day
this
free.
is what. Hey, this is where Reese is he's trying to trip you up at.
Yeah, I know.
He keeps playing the first part.
Yeah.
The first part is the weakest part.
Right.
Family Matters. It's the second part.
The
and
second
the
is
third
hard.
part.
Ain't the first part like 2.5, 3 minutes?
What I'm saying, Reese, is that
The second and
The
third
second
part
part
is
where you
where,
got-
is where, yeah.
I mean, at this record, you
Reese. No, I'm not. I have an iPad right here. We're not doing this.
Kendrick just opened his mouth.
Somebody get him a Grammy right now. No.
Here we go.
Hey, you feel me? Yeah. Hit the Delilah with all of my ice. Hit the Delilah with all of my ice. Oh shit,
This part too. You talking about this?
This part we starts going crazy.
Okay.
he's dead.
But this ain't that.
You dead. Say, yeah, turn it up. I don't know why he said that either. That's another mistake.
So this type of rapping wasn't going on in 616?
Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas? Uh-huh.
It's a war cry.
He's missing the target.
That's what I'm saying.
The whole time he's talking about Ross for 4 bars.
Yeah, then you start killing Abel and Cash. Right, so.
Exo and all them.
ASAP.
Baby Kim got a bar. Well, this is where I pick up at with it.
You're 5 minutes into the record. You now.
Yeah.
I need to speak to the man in the house.
Hey, should have came with this first. Should have came with this first. Open it. Kendrick just opened his mouth. I see where we're going already.
Another mistake.
Like, by the time this had got around, we was already walking, so they not like us. Like,
we wasn't.
He wasn't, Reese.
He wasn't yet.
they not like us. Came out like 24 hours
No, I
later.
think he dropped.
Yeah,
Meet the
24 hours
Grams
later, yes, but Meet the Grams was 52
This was
minutes
it.
later.
Meet the Grams came right after
We
that.
were
but
done
then-
with we were done with this at Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
like,
Dear Adonis, we were done with it there. And people better stop acting like that record is mid because it's not.
Red. It's not mid.
It's literally a horror movie.
Shout out to Alchemist. Alchemist. See, TDE Reese is crazy, bro.
Hey, and by the way, TDE Reese was born in this battle.
Thank you. Thank you. I see what's going on. Punch and top. Send him the chain now. This nigga TDE Reese, hey, this nigga, he a motherfucker, ain't he? He a motherfucker, ain't he? He a motherfucker, ain't he? He trying to get that Doechii feature.
hey, I see what you doing too, Dutch. I see you.
I see what's going on. Hey, shout out to Doechii. She went crazy. Did you hear on West Side Guns album?
Hey,
I did not.
that verse she got on there.
It's crazy like that?
Oh
Play it.
my god, I didn't even know who it was.
Blaze,
bro. Like, hold up,
bro.
Is that crazy?
That
Blaze,
crazy,
bro.
that fucking crazy.
Nigga, she was
It ain't
rapping
none
like
of that
West
pop
Side
shit.
Gun.
Yeah, it ain't none of that.
She
pop
got
shit.
in her West Side Gun bag
Oh,
on
she
his.
can rap. She can
Yeah,
rap.
but
She-
bro, she was
What?
she
This
was
verse
rapping
is
like this
special.
nigga, but was spitting.
Yeah.
She went crazy, bro.
Yeah.
She went crazy, bro.
I'm glad you made mention of that.
Yeah.
because that's something that I completely
She went crazy.
forgot about.
She went crazy on that.
What's the
bro.
name of the song? I found it.
I don't know, but I ran it at least like 4 times over the weekend. Like she is
Yeah,
special.
she got it, yeah, bro.
So again, we're a year removed from like, is it safe to say like the biggest moment in hip hop history?
Yeah,
Drake and
facts.
The biggest battle
Facts.
for sure.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad it took place. Like, this ain't one of them battles to where it's like, you know, the way that Ja Rule came out of the, like we used Ja Rule as an example. He came out on the bad end of it, you know, in more ways than one. You know what I mean? Like, whereas his career damn near was kind of over with after that. You know what I mean? He had a couple moments. You know what I mean? The feds and all that shit was going on at this time. I don't see that for Drake. You know what I mean? Like I said, I know I was the main one saying that it's a rap, but I was more so talking about just the way that Drake is received in the industry, and as far as like the ties that he had with certain people. But great moment, man. J. Cole, what's y'all's thoughts on him today? You know, after all is said and done with this battle and everything, he still kind of got that sucker sting for me.
He should. I mean, I wish he would have never try to even drop the track. He should have
He's like,
stayed.
he threw a
should've
track
just
out there. I wish
stayed out there. If J. Cole never would have dropped the track, there's no problem. He should have just stayed put. Because for one, the track was ass. Let's start there first. The track was ass.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
And then and then come back and retract. It's like, damn, you made the track even more ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, it's like, bro, you should have just not said anything, bro. You should have just stayed put. But he made the right call. He made the right call,
Kendrick
bro.
heard this was like, what did he say?
I don't mind this.
Yeah, this is fine.
Kendrick did.
I didn't mind this though.
What did he say? He said what?
No, I don't think Kendrick minded that. I think Kendrick didn't like the fact that you even tried to hit me up to be on this record.
So that's the thing too. So it's been all kind of like back channels conversations saying that there actually was a conversation with Drake.
He said it on
and
the record.
Kendrick. How do you think that conversation went? Because like, why would Drake just completely ignore the rules of the battle?
What do you mean rules of the battle?
Because they said that they laid it out like, you know what I mean, we ain't going to cross these lines. You know what I mean?
No, well, first person shooter came out before all this
No,
shit happened.
I'm talking about after they got on the phone, after Drake decided, let's go ahead and I'm going to engage with you in this battle.
Kendrick said it in the record, like, look, like, let's not bring in the family and shit.
Right, and that's why I'm asking y'all, why do y'all think Drake just said, fuck that, I'm doing it anyway?
Arrogance.
Cause he got hit with that motherfucking Bud Crawford right hook. And he was like, oh shit! Oh, hold up now! This nigga came to fight.
No, I'm saying, but as far as the lines being crossed, like with the family and everything,
Something like that?
Huh?
Something like that?
Yeah.
no, see, the conversation To my understanding, the conversation took place after like that.
Right. It would have to.
Yeah.
Right. So then that's what I'm saying. So Drake still had the opportunity
But
not
but
to bring
Drake,
up
but Drake didn't go there to win.
Push-ups, right?
He didn't bring all his
push-ups.
push-ups.
His first record he threw out there. That's what I'm asking y'all. Like, why do y'all think he
Nah, maybe it
No,
wasn't
what?
push-ups.
Because what's the name?
push-ups? He said Whitney like your bodyguard. That was on push-ups.
But that was
You mentioned my wife after we said
Okay.
don't do none of that.
That's fair.
But no, I thought after that came out, then I thought Kendrick was like, because Kendrick came back with a record saying like, let's leave the kids and let's leave the kids and shit out.
Kendrick didn't respond like it was push-ups, Taylor Made,
Right.
and then Euphoria came, and Kendrick still was sparing them like it's something you don't want to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
trying
On
to give you
Euphoria.
grace.
Yeah, on Euphoria, he was
We
saying
don't
like,
want to
chill out.
hear you say nigga no more.
Hey, Euphoria
Tough.
might be my favorite out of all this shit that happened.
Okay.
And I like watching it live.
Glad to hear that.
I
Hey,
like watching it live.
Pop Out concert. I just watched it.
I
Yesterday.
like it's
I watched it
Euphoria.
like
It's
2 weeks
Euphoria
ago.
than Family Matters to me.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I like it's Euphoria, Family Matters, then 616.
My list is 616 in Compton. Euphoria.
Yeah, you said go ahead finish your thing, but you said you had the rankings of. Or is this
Oh,
your
well, I
rankings?
didn't have a ranking. This was I think Academics made this, but
Mine's 616. Euphoria. No, actually, let's be real. It's actually my number one is Like That.
Yeah.
Then 616. Then Euphoria. Then Meet the Grams. Then, I'm just
Drake yet?
Because listen, I'm not like, even though I recognize that Family Matters is a dope record, it's still microwavable Drake. I don't even like that Drake rapping. That's not the Drake that I like to hear rap.
oh no, damn, we keep forgetting Not Like Us. Where y'all got Not Like Us at?
It's number one for me.
Oh, I forgot about Not Like Us. I don't
So
really see
look,
that
so
as,
this-
it's not a diss song to me, but it is for sure.
So this is how Act got it.
Biggest diss song in the history of disses.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I don't know.
That's not microwavable.
No,
Not Like Us.
You know why? You know why?
Pedophile and all that shit on there.
that doesn't make it not. It's yo, I'm about to break down Atlanta to you.
Yeah, all of that. The second verse, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga? I think that Uncle Show gonna be your let's stop, nigga. Nah, no.
Act got it. Family Matters, Euphoria, Not Like Us.
Of course he do. I'm tired of these OVO
Push-ups.
niggas trying to put Family Matters as the best
I know
record.
you keep taking it out on this. I'm like,
I don't have it as the best record. I told you
okay.
Euphoria. I had Euphoria.
yeah, but
as
I'm
one.
saying he's taking out his this.
I don't.
This,
Listen, TDE. Listen, Ray Vaughn is not going to give him the 16 bars.
I could be he'll respond. He'll respond.
He's
gonna
not
read it and
gonna-
everything.
He's not
He got a
about
new
to.
project?
Huh?
New project?
He do got a new project. I haven't listened to it yet. But yeah, Act got it. Family Matters, Euphoria, Not Like Us, Push Ups, 616 in LA, Taylor Made, The Heart Part 6, Buried Alive 2, and Meet the Grams.
Oh,
Buried
he used
Alive
that Buried
2, I
Alive
hate
2.
that.
That was the thing that Drake put on his. He did the.
There's no way that Buried Alive 2 is better than Meet the Grams. There's no way.
I hate Buried Alive 2. He could have definitely left that out of here.
He went back in and tried to re-rap Kendrick's
Yeah,
verse and all that.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Only
too,
thing I
too
don't-
many bad moves by Drake in this battle.
And
That's
Drake
what- too
pulled
many bad
all of his
moves, bro.
records. All of his records damn near got pulled, except I mean, shit.
Family Matters didn't get pulled.
Yeah,
Family
he pulled-
Matters is still there,
Yeah.
but
I mean, a lot of them they didn't even release on DSPs though.
He really didn't.
Like he didn't put the Hard Part 6 on DSPs.
I'm
Push
saying,
Up.
but like he's done pulled them down. Like you go to Kendrick's page, like
Kendrick got something that's not on there either. But like Push Ups is on there, right?
Yeah, 616 never made it.
yeah,
to DSP.
616 never made it to DSPs. But what I'm saying, like the presence of them where they live at, Kendrick didn't pull them down. Yeah, he thought the Who Kid drop was going.
Yeah.
That was kind of hard though. I like that.
It's a gimmick though.
I like it.
It's microwavable. Put it in the
I like it.
microwave and hit 30 seconds.
I like it.
30-second button. So again, man, like I said,
Come on, man. We just talking about battles, nuances. Like I thought it was cool.
Who Kid ain't the one I would go to for the battle. I would have came maybe to K Slay or you know what I mean. I would've used one of them
RP,
type
nigga.
of
I ain't the drama king.
You know what I'm saying?
He
It
can
ain't
do a
nothing to
drop.
drop.
He can do the drop though.
Yeah, like it
do
ain't
the
like
drop.
Who Kid didn't do that. Like he just pulled a drop.
Nah, K Slay would have been hard, but he would have used a hard beat.
What if he had Don DeMarco?
That
And that would have been fire.
listen,
That would have been fire.
he needs somebody like you in his corner because he was funding
Yeah.
battles
Right.
before all this shit even
Right.
took place. Like
They had one in his crib.
seeing that right there, like I'm not bad on that Drake's crib. Like for what? What we doing that for?
Because the bag was
When
bag
you're a
was
battle
heavy.
rapper, you're taking any look.
You think Rum Nitty ain't going to Drake's house to
No,
battle?
I know they are, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not even what the culture is. Like, we battling in a big ass mansion. Like,
But niggas want exposure, bro. Niggas, they
give us exposure in the gritty setting, Drake. We ain't got to come to the embassy to battle.
He put money behind the caffeine app. The app just didn't work.
Fuck Drake, man.
Clearly.
This is crazy. Hold up. TDE did you like that?
Nah.
They got you on a. They got this nigga on a gag order. Hey, Punch, can he like?
They just like I said, they pulled the covers back on them.
This still don't mean nothing to you? This don't mean nothing to you?
You was just Mr. Views.
This don't mean nothing to you?
You was just Mr. Views. Now it's fuck Drake. This nigga's out of bounds now.
It's your worst nightmare.
2 years ago, this nigga was OVO.
I'm still OVO.
Nah,
bro.
you just said fuck Drake.
You can't be OVO.
Yeah,
You can't be OVO.
No.
This don't do it for you?
It bothers me when the guys
Yeah,
get to acting
I hate
like
what
the
the battle did to
bros.
you.
Yeah.
I
what's
hate
that?
what the battle did to you.
What the battle do to me?
You just said fuck Drake.
Fuck Drake as a person, not what I mean. It's his character.
This nigga different.
It's
y'all.
the character of Drake.
Yeah, nah. You following through, nigga. Tell this nigga Will. This
Listen,
Drop
man.
and give me 50.
This don't mean nothing to you?
His boss don't fuck with him either. Why y'all want me to fuck with him? Wayne don't fuck with him.
That's true. That's true. And it's not his boss anymore. That's the problem. That's the part you don't really understand.
Right. And we ain't never really got an explanation behind it. It's just you sever ties with Wayne, like, and I get it. You know, everybody want to be their own man, and you want to go out there and create your own legacy. Nothing wrong with that at all.
I mean, Kendrick did it.
I just think, but Kendrick did it in a.
He's still family. He's still connected.
He's still connected.
SZA on tour.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to bring TDE's biggest artist with me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to mention you in this battle, let niggas know, nah, y'all can't divide us. You know what I mean? Whereas in that same verse, talks about fuck this nigga's girl while he was locked up. That's conniving. You know what I mean? Like, he exposed Drake's character. And I think that's what more so than anything for me. And I know you shouldn't let, the person versus the music dictate, how you feel, but let's keep it a buck. Like, when it comes to a battle, so many things are exposed that make you look at somebody the same way 50 Cent made people think Ja Rule was just the softest person in the world. Like, it worked. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm saying. Like, I would be a liar to say that Kendrick didn't have an effect on me as some of the shit that he said about Drake.
Yeah, I mean, you said it best. He pulled the covers back on Drake, and and barred him up.
Barred him up.
This
man.
don't mean nothing to you?
Great moment.
This don't mean nothing to you?
Not as
You don't mess with Fancy?
Not as much. That record ain't aged as good for me.
Atlanta
It
Girls,
didn't age
Let
well.
Me See Your
Yeah.
Hands.
I don't
Waving
like.
at
I'm
them.
not a fan of the first album, for real, honestly.
Oh, I'm a big
I
fan
love
of
the
the first
Take Care joint. Not Take Care, but the joint with Alicia Keys, Light Up. That's the joint
Fireworks.
with Jeezy, Fireworks. Yeah, I love Fireworks and I love Light Up.
You don't like The Resistance? It's probably one of my favorite Drake songs.
I think so.
That's one I just quoted.
Yeah.
What about karaoke? That didn't do it?
I think so. Yeah. It's a lot of shit on there that I don't go back to with that Drake.
The first album didn't age well to me.
Light Up with Jay?
I love Light Up, and I love the record with Jeezy,
He had the record with Jeezy. He got off on that.
and the record with Alicia Keys. The
Shut It Down and Go
Fireworks.
Crazy? With
You
the
can
Dream?
shut it down. Yeah, no, I don't really. I got an issue with Dream. I don't really like Dream.
What do you do? Try to take one of your things today?
Probably.
Probably it's funny.
Nah, you know what? I don't like how Dream. It was somebody that he was trying to lure bro. I think it was during that versus.
Oh
that he
yeah,
had.
Like Garrett.
I ain't like how he was talking.
Yeah, I ain't like how he.
Have you met the Dream?
I ain't like how he tried to do the pen.
I mean, not have you met him literally? Like, obviously, like you like Dream got like classic albums.
He do.
Oh,
Classic
I
pen.
see. I think y'all be mistaken. Like when I
Forget the
say
pen.
something
Yes,
about
classic
somebody.
albums.
Albums.
I didn't stutter. Hey, when
I'm
you
not
get his debut album might be one of the craziest debuts
Is
of all
that
time.
with Fancy? Not Fancy, but
Yeah, Fancy on that.
yeah, Falsetto. Yeah.
The fact that y'all said falsetto was that's when Shorty Right There is on there. Shorty Right There is that's on there.
I never really cared for that record. I didn't like what Dream. I
Love Your Girls on there.
One of my favorite R&B records of all time. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on the show, Blaze. Like, I didn't like what Dream brought to R&B. Like, he's one of the ones that actually changed the sound of R&B. And I think most of it was because his lack of singing. Like, you know, he was an incredible writer, but it wasn't really like R&B what he was doing. And I didn't like some of the stuff like it's hard for me to explain.
He's a son of Robert.
Hold up, man. Hold up.
R. Kelly can sing his shit though.
Yeah.
No first two albums.
You don't want to go to a Dream show at all.
No first two albums was.
I'm not saying that.
Hey, you just look.
I had to go back. No, I mean I always was a Dream fan, but I forgot how crazy the first two albums was.
I mean, even the ones that's not the big singles, like She Needs My Love is incredible. Falsetto, Playing in My Hair, Purple Kisses. These
Fast
are so
Car.
crazy.
Fast Car. Nikki.
I need a fast car. And the end of Fast Car is crazy.
But like you just said,
She needs my love.
She's all mine. She said without her and without me, she'll die. Come on, Reese.
Let me ask you a question. With you being the big R&B guy,
Yeah.
Does it take away from you that, like, because you just even said yourself, you don't want to go see him live.
No, I don't.
Like, does that change, like, anything in regards to how you view an R&B artist? Like,
Nah.
No?
Like him and Tricky was insane.
She rocking that.
I ain't really care for that.
In the remix was
What you mean? The remix with who?
With Ross.
Jewels, Fab. Oh no.
Fab was on the original.
Fab's on original.
Mm-hmm.
Rocking that thing, like I think they had Ross. Jewel Santana was on that.
I believe so.
Yeah.
It was one of them Khaled type joints.
I mean, so what he brought to the game was, I mean,
It
like,
changed the sound of
I mean, Umbrella.
I like Walking on the Moon.
I like it when other people do
That's
it.
crazy. Now that's crazy. I mean, like, it's crazy that you would say that. That's the.
Walking on the Moon tough though. Nah,
I like
that
Walking on
record
the
too.
Moon.
I don't really care for Walking on the Moon.
Walking on the Moon.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah, Walking on the Moon.
I like that
That's
record.
one that I thought.
I like that record.
But I mean, like,
Sweat It Out, Take You Home to Mama. Hey man, he got the first two albums, bro.
Take You Home to My Mama.
He was going hard.
Fancy's on there.
Yeah, fancy.
Right Side of Your Brain was crazy. But Reese, there's
Great writer.
12 play. No, that's what I'm saying. He's a great writer, and he has a tone that's different. So it puts him out there. So he makes him sound unique. He's not the greatest singer, but he's good enough to get these. And I really couldn't imagine nobody else singing these records, even though when they did, it sounded good, like Jay Holiday,
Right.
with Beg. But you can tell, like, you know, it's him. Like if you go back and listen to
The sound is real distinct. Like
Ella,
That's what I'm saying. What Rihanna almost, I ain't even say like, she took his style and got busy with it. I think she did it better than Beyonce. You know, as far as his writing, like delivered it, is what I'm saying.
This is one song, but I see what you're saying. It's probably the biggest one. That was early.
I don't even know how we got to the Dream.
Right.
We was talking about Drake's albums. Because you usually act like he's been trash forever. Like he's been microwavable forever. That's not true.
I like Drake.
Yeah, that's why we was here. Because I said shut it down.
Because
said
you was talking about fuck Drake. I'm like, damn, the battle over, bro. You can, you know what I mean?
You can go back and listen to
coast-
Scary Hours.
The coast is clear.
You slipping on
Your
the luck.
production
Hey,
deal is up with TDE.
Hey,
You-
don't slip on the third album either.
what?
With
Drake.
Fila's on there.
Yeah. I ain't heard the third album in a while.
Sex Intelligence on there. Sex Intelligence on there.
I gotta go back. I gotta go back.
Giving you deep cuts right now. Like, it ain't.
No, what's it? Yeah, that's what you do.
Bro, Reese is the head. Sometimes I look at Reese. I just be wanting to see the.
Hit him with that Magic Johnson. Ain't gonna be me.
I think about that every time you do that, bro. Oh my.
Makeup Bag was on there. Was on the Love King with T.I.
I haven't heard that album in forever, but the first two.
So it sounds like y'all. Let me go ahead and do what I do then. It sounds like y'all got Dream as like
Nope.
a top 10 R&B act of all time?
Who said that?
Nah,
What, like, where? Why would you say
I
that?
mean, the way that y'all talking about, I've never heard y'all talk about nobody like this outside of like R. Kelly, Chris Brown,
it's not true.
and
We just said
Usher.
he got 2 classic albums. That's all we said.
We just saying the first 2 albums was like really,
But
really good.
see, y'all just
We keep saying he's not a good singer.
Y'all completely stepped over what I just said. I've never heard y'all talk
because
about
you're
except the greats.
You're creating a narrative.
Give me a platform to talk
You're
R&B.
creating a narrative. You're narrative man. You're narrative
I've
man.
never
You like
heard
to
y'all-
create narratives.
It's narrative man.
You're on your Joe Budden right now. You're trying to create a narrative, paint a
So
picture.
y'all don't have Dream in the top 10.
No,
No, we just.
Is anywhere near it?
no.
No? Okay.
Atlanta R&B. That's
Yeah.
sure.
We just like the first 2 albums were really, really good. Timeless
I
records.
just wanted to make sure we was all
That's
on the
it.
same
Yeah.
page, like, cause I ain't got on nowhere near none of that. Like, so I just wanted to see where y'all at.
Where you are.
Huh?
Where you are.
Okay.
Yeah, we just like the
Like
first 2 albums. We really like.
we agree with you. Now what?
We really like him, and we like what he does. We like what he does with his pen. We like what he does with hooks, because he got busy on Rick Ross' Money Dance.
Busy.
He got busy on Rick Ross'
Put on
Money
a
Dance.
clinic.
Bro.
I like him in that lane. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Give me a hook and, you know, some dope little pen on the bridge or something like that. Like, I just couldn't never really. And he kind of ugly. You know, it's a lot of shit with Drew. Like, if we want to get to it, like, it's a lot of shit I don't think about on
That's
that.
what it is. Yes, that's what it is.
There's just a lot of shit.
He
Like,
looks like a little mutant.
it's something on that.
He looks like a mutant, and that's your problem.
Reese love calling a nigga ugly, man. That shit be so funny,
You know
bro.
what I mean? Like, we gonna keep it a buck. Like, listen, I'm Kendrick. I'm a hater. I hate this nigga.
I hate the way that you walk, the way you talk. I hate the way that you dress.
All right, so enough of Drake and Kendrick, man. Again, like, historical moment for hip hop, man. I'm glad we was here to be able to witness it, be able to document it, be able to put the content out there and cover it. But onto a more serious matter, Shannon Sharp. You know, this shit happened last week while we was out on break. The lawsuit came. Right now, civil lawsuit, right?
Yeah.
You know, baby girl, or Jane Doe. Well, shit, her name is out there.
She out there.
Her name is out there. Filed a $50 million lawsuit against Shannon Sharp, you know, with allegations of sexual assault. I think rape was even in there, if I'm not mistaken. You know,
I don't know if it was
Well,
rape. I know it's sexual assault. for
sexual
sure,
assault. You know, of course, Shannon Sharp trying to get ahead of the situation, which I thought was one of the worst moves ever. You know, he revealed, first off,
Yeah,
he
unchained
revealed
He unchained Doe.
like, case closed. It's over with. You lost, nigga. You just, like, we had her as a Jane Doe, and not only did you put her phone number out there, you put her name out there. Tony Busby is the lawyer who's representing the young lady. You know, filing a $50 million lawsuit against Shannon. It's not looking good for Unc, man. Like, I know right now he's on break, and we can cover it. You know, I ain't get into all the details of it, but, you know, just trying to sum it up. The lawsuit has been filed. More women have come forward since the lawsuit has been filed, and
that's when it gets spooky.
that last chick that came out that's on camera doing an interview, like, Shannon, what the fuck is going on? Like, he ain't got no homies. My homies ain't letting me hit nothing like that.
He got to turn his horny down. Yeah.
Hey, his
I
horny.
was just like, God damn, like,
She trash, and she looked like she might have been 50. No shade against nobody that's 50, you know, because I'm approaching 50, but, you know, she was trash, Des. Like, I don't even
Say he approaching 50.
That's what be happening, man. Niggas be too horny.
too fucking horny. But let's get into the more serious matter of it all. Shannon Sharp with so much on the line, you know what I mean? And I hate this narrative that we always tend to run with, you know, like when black celebrities get taken down, it's always they was in negotiations to buy NBC, or they was in negotiations for their next deal, which he, to my understanding, he was in the negotiations for his next deal. But it still don't change the timeline of, like you said, Des, of his horny being turned up round the clock 24/7. Looking at things the way that I'm looking at it right now, you know, early on it looked like it's a wrap for Shannon. And not even like that he's about to go to jail or nothing,
No,
like that, because
yeah,
again,
'cause
it's a civil suit. But I feel like ESPN and Disney, how do you come back from, the allegations that's alleged against Shannon? Like, how do you put that back on air to face the public?
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, right? Shay is up. Let's not forget. He definitely up.
Crazy up.
But I feel like, me personally, I feel like his time in mainstream media might be up.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have to really just put his focus into his independent endeavors.
Nightcap and those ain't really independent, are they? Like, cause
Colin
Cowherd.
Yeah, he on the volume. But see that, but it's different. It's like being under that.
It's a partnership.
Yeah, being under that, it's a different look. It's a different feel.
He's still doing those shows.
Huh?
I see.
Yeah. So I feel like that's not really gonna be affected because honestly, if you think about it, like we ain't even talking about this shit no more. Like the news cycle with that kind of just ran its course. Like I mean, until something new come out.
Baby girl appeared on the Shade Room a couple days
Did
ago.
she?
Yeah.
Who? What you mean?
The one that's trash.
Oh yeah, I mean, when new stuff come out, yeah. But I'm talking about the initial news cycle didn't last long with that. With the initial.
Well, he tried to jump in front of it. Stepping down from ESPN. Like if he was still on ESPN, airwaves.
But that's why he had to step down.
Right.
But I feel like ESPN told him like, nah, you gonna have to get out the way to this.
Yeah, it wasn't voluntary. Like my nigga, no, you're sitting down.
Yeah, I don't see him, but I don't see him coming back.
No,
I don't see him coming back because
NFL
Stephen A. kind of was
no, you're
like.
not.
Stephen A. kind of kicked him in his back a little bit, like, yeah.
That's what I ask y'all. How y'all feel about Stephen A.'s support or lack thereof?
Stephen A. had to get. He like, nigga.
Well, did y'all see him when he went to Big Boy? Because he tried to backpedal and like Shannon's my brother, I love him and all that.
Of course he gonna do that
because he got backlash from his community.
Yeah, because
I'm kind of sick of Stephen A.
Stephen A. kind of it's like they went on the drive-by. Shay got hit and he kicked him out the whip. Like, hey, nigga.
With that Lucci on him, huh?
Right.
Welcome home, Wayne.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Disney. It's too much money with ESPN. It's Disney, bro. Like, and they can't have that type of because even once the shit gets settled, I don't see them letting it come back because they still gonna get all the backlash they're gonna get. Like, oh, you guys are supporting a sexual assault. You know what I mean? You know how that shit gets. So I don't see him coming back to ESPN, but he'll still be able to do Club Shay Shay and all that stuff. And
do you think? See, the thing is too is like all the clips that's resurfacing now of niggas kind of like forewarning them or him even speaking certain shit into existence. It's like
I think it's another case of arrogance.
Shannon Sharp though, like I think. I don't. Let me know if y'all agree with me. Like he's showing, firsthand that never been the fucking man. As long as he's been famous and having money,
but he ain't never been famous like this though. Like in these last couple of years, that nigga didn't blew up. Like he, you know what I mean. He was one of the top. It's probably was Stephen A. and him in media. You know what I mean. No, you still got your boy.
You still got the legends. I mean, like he surpassed like. As far as like popularity, like I wouldn't put him like over Kornheisers and Will Bonds and all them.
Yeah, but
not me, but cultural currency.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Who the one white dude over there? Pat McAfee.
McAfee. I think he's number one.
Yeah, Pat's still one of them ones. Yeah. But you can tell too, like
either Joe Rogan in sports.
Yeah.
Shannon.
But also too, Pat kind of
Pat. Oh yeah.
Pat really don't be fucking with them niggas. With Stephen A. or Shannon.
Well, I mean, it's competition. You know what I mean?
And Pat had a different bag because they came and paid for Pat. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
they
full
came
production.
And he had, like, his negotiations was like, it's going to be the way I want it to be.
Yeah.
I got my own set.
Right.
I'm recording in Indianapolis.
Yeah. Right.
I got my own crew.
Pat the
everything.
Man. Pat the man. And he showed it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. They just gave him here's a check to bring everything that you do over here. Like
exactly.
We're not gonna get in the way of none of it.
We'll figure it out.
Right. We'll put up a disclaimer before your show come on.
And that's what they do.
And he just be cussing his ass off. You know what I mean? Like I hate to see this with Shannon Sharp because it's a prominent black figure. You know what I mean in media and all that, and it's not many of them out there. You know what I mean? I understand like was the explosion of what's going on as far as like the independent outlets. You know what I mean?
But what I don't like about it is, man, when you be reading some of those text messages, it's like You ain't think some of this shit was getting kind of tricky? Like the shit that she was saying via text, like.
Yeah, the big black baby shit, like every other text message, but that's a kink of his. Like, so I mean, and you know,
but also too, she tried to put him in the trick bag with
that phone call, like that, like
yeah, the phone call was super.
That's a clear example of I've never been a man. Like you on the phone with all this dead ass air,
and she was
asking
she's
these
just
dry
like,
ass questions.
I really don't want to go. I get like
I would have like, bitch, like, is you sleep? What? Hello?
Right.
You know what I mean? She would have got banged on so quick, like
right.
Especially in that position, like you gotta be smart.
Fucking Shannon Sharp, you 19. Like,
yeah, she was trying to extort him with the punani.
25,000 cheek.
Like you know you missed this big.
Now to shoot Shannon some bail, I do want to shoot him a tad bit of bail. With me newly being back into the gym, I could see how the content being created at the gym can have a nigga in a trap.
Man, she was 19, cuz.
Yeah, now that's wild. I'm not trying to shoot him no bail for her age. I'm just talking
19.
about him getting caught up with a chick. Well, the story that they floating out there that he met her at the gym and all that shit. Like,
yeah, come on, it be some.
Yeah, they be setting up the tripod up at LA Fitness.
But still,
a nigga
though,
can be over there.
But
on the
still, though, but it's like
drooling, like.
But still, though, you Shay, bro. he wild.
You want to put the time down?
Yeah, no. I know they be over there crushed. They be over there about to drop a dumbbell like. Niggas ain't locked all the way in until they work out. Like niggas is peeking on. You see that shit, nigga? You see that?
Who's gonna vote for me?
Hey. Nigga be in there with the beat, so you done cut the music off. You just sitting there like, oh shit.
Now you gotta turn the noise cancellation.
You can hear yourself breathing in your ears, like
it get tricky in there.
Hey, cutting the music off is crazy.
It get tricky in there. You got
What you listening for?
You can't cut them off because that's how you get caught. That's how you get caught. You gotta stay locked in. Tunnel vision.
Cutting the music off to look at somebody is crazy, bro.
Make sure I'm seeing what I'm saying, huh?
You need spotter? You need spotter?
Oh, you drink essentials too?
Okay.
I'm fucking with the simple choice.
I see you with the squat. You was kind of struggling a little bit. I get back there real quick.
Oh, you want me to record that for you? Like your tripod? Like, huh? How you trying to get that? Like, listen, true story, real quick. I was at the gym a couple weeks ago. It was 3 chicks in front of me.
You bet.
LA Fitness.
Oh yeah, it's dangerous in there.
Dangerous, dude.
See, Crunch a little hood, so I be good, and I go late. So you know what I mean?
Man.
They usually leaving by the time I get there, which is cool. I can
and
LA.
If I listen,
What time you be going?
All times it varies, but you know, on my remote weeks, I get up in there midday. I get up in there during the height of it all, between 4 and 6.
I'm about to say that 4 to 6. It get tricky.
I don't want to discriminate. I do not want to discriminate, but some of these outfits that the women be wearing should not be allowed.
Yeah, they coming in there with the tightest of wrestler fits.
Yeah, it's like
the cut just all up in the crack. You be like, see?
You got the Fashion Nova joints on, like the
Fashion
Fashion
Nova
Nova cut.
Yeah.
On the workout joints, like
get the cheeks the extra little pump.
Ain't nothing covered but the bots, like in the front. Like that's it. Like, oh my god, and it be looking like they got fucking butt pads in them motherfuckers. Like them bitches be poking on them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
but
man.
the chicks, like they was all. It was 3 of them right in front of me. I'm on this machine working, and it's almost like as a nigga, you want to get up and just like, I'm gonna go do a different workout, like because you don't want to be sitting there looking at this shit, you know what I mean? Like, because you don't want to come off as a creep in the gym or none of that shit. But some of these women, like, they just take it, I think, a tad bit too far in the gym. Salute to the women that's getting their workout on, and I'm not trying to, discourage you from doing any of that. But yeah, throw a t-shirt on, throw something big on. Like that shit that they be having on in the gym is nuts. But she ain't crazy enough, and in this instance here, as Shannon Sharp, nah. She ain't enough for me like this.
Yeah.
But again, that just goes back to, he's a country boy. I think, where he from? Mississippi or some shit? Georgia.
Yeah, like a small town.
Deep in the cuts, probably about 4,500 people where he lived at or some shit like that.
I mean, enough that he used the outhouse.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know, man. Like, I just hate to see it. You know what I mean? And with it being The white girls at that. You know, like I think that's another elephant in the room. You know, with Shannon, like, because the other accusers that done came out, they been white as well. So it's almost like he went from the gay being on his jacket to now like he only fuck with white girls. You know,
whenever you get caught up in a situation like this, I feel like everything comes back to haunt you.
Every fucking thing.
Like him and his daughter, the way he was like holding his daughter like on the set.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's that came back
nasty.
up. Like everything that he does, like, you know, he's safe.
Everything looked nasty.
Yeah,
everything looked nasty. Even that fucking trotting through the airport with the little poodle in his pouch, all that shit. Like everything just looked nasty with Shannon. I hate, you know what I mean, that he's being, you know, I don't want to call it humble, you know what I mean, like, because if he's in the wrong, like. Right now, we don't know. You know what I mean? It looks bad for him. You know what I mean? Like, but we can't sit here and say, you know, for sure, well, he did that shit. But the allegations, I've always been, you know, one of them people that said, if you ain't, like, necessarily around it, like, because we talk about this a lot, like, with the rape allegations that some people get thrown up on them. And I get it. As a celebrity, you're a target. You know what I mean? So sometimes that shit... you can't necessarily escape it, but everybody don't get that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a reason for that. Like, cause Shannon is out there, he playing in the field. You know what I mean? And his horny is just done got the best of him. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know, he can come out on the good side of all of this.
My shit almost dropped.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at here. Okay, I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah, hopefully he can come out, you know, on the good side of things with this. I don't necessarily see it.
Nah, I mean, he's definitely gonna lose. I feel like he's definitely gonna lose some bread. Yeah. He's definitely gonna lose a lot of sponsorship. Like it's gonna affect him on the corporate side. But in the end, is it over for Shannon Sharpe? No, I don't think it's over. I just feel like his days on ESPN are probably numbered, and we probably won't see him on the corporate stage for a while. But he's still doing numbers with his independent endeavors, so he'll be cool in the long run. But it was just bad timing, especially for him when he was on fire.
Question: why do y'all think Bill Belichick is able to kind of like skate by? Now he's getting he's got turned up a tad bit on him. You know, are y'all familiar with what's going on with him?
With him and
the young chick, you know, I mean, he got a chick that he's 50 years older than, that he's currently dating, and he done like made her.
Yeah, I think he's almost. I think
it's 50 boy.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, 19 and like 20. What is she like? 25,
she's 22.
24? She's 22.
Belichick's chick, yeah, 22.
She's 24.
She's 24.
Yeah. It's a little different, bro.
It's not that much different.
It's not, but it is.
And Belichick is 20 years older than Shannon. Like, so I mean, it's just as nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with it.
But I mean,
but also too, it's like.
But do y'all see a double standard? Like, because the way that they're covering it with Belichick.
But also too, Belichick's text messages aren't leaked.
And he ain't been charged.
Right,
he ain't been accused of nothing.
Yeah.
You know, unlike Robert Kraft, like them niggas up in New England, boy.
Because I feel like with the Shay Shay shit, I mean, if this situation didn't hit the news like this.
Yeah, he been doing it. Like, that's the thing. Like, this, you don't get jammed up just on your first go round.
No, I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? This is when you done got comfortable.
For like 2 years.
Right. It was the messages look like damn near a girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But that's why this shit just looked kind of funny to me, because it's like, what's the real? You know what I mean? Like, you saying he did this, but then
she went back to
you
it.
Still was messing with him at a, you know what I mean? Like, at a high level.
So that's the part of her case that still hasn't been revealed, is that all of this has taken place in 2025. So all that shit that we saw that's been released was from 2023, 2024. And they saying that the foul shit has taken place in 2025.
Yeah, and that's why it's hard to speak on this. And just this topic, it's a sensitive subject. And, you know, I don't want to look unsensitive. You know what I mean? You know, that's why I hate speaking on this type of stuff, for real. We got to wait to see what else unfolds. But at the end of the day, man.
Only thing that I do hate, like, as far as, like, you know, trying to, like, draw a comparison with him and Bill Belichick, is that I just seen a story. I wonder if it's still on ESPN right now. Let me pull this up. Just the way that it's being covered, and it's clear. You know what I mean? Like, part of Shannon Sharp's biggest guilt is he's black. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I knew they was gonna take that shit down.
What was it in regards to?
Bill Belichick. I just wanted to read the headline to y'all. I'm like, damn, mate, they giving them grace like that, like in the midst of. Okay, here it is. It says, "Let's all settle down about Belichick's girlfriend." Like, this is on ESPN. You know what I mean? Like, look at that desk. So he's getting that type of coverage on ESPN to where, like, let's not blow this out of proportion. You know what I mean? Like, it's perfectly fine. Whereas Shannon Sharp, where it on the outside looking in, it looked like he was doing the same thing. You know what I mean? But again, like you said, Bill Belichick hasn't been accused of nothing. No lawsuit has been thrown his way that we know of.
That's the problem.
You know.
Yeah, like Bill Belichick doesn't have like the sexual.
Yeah, because they making it seem like.
And that's what. So
the power dynamic took.
Did y'all see?
Shit.
They've been covering up for Shannon a little bit. They allegedly some shit back at Fox Sports. You know what I mean? He telling the chicks he gonna choke. He got a thing with, choking motherfuckers and
power. He likes to be dominant.
I don't want to kink shame, but it's not my bag, man. Like, that's not.
But also, they said at Fox because
why can't sex just be regular sex, man?
Your boy used to always kick his back in. He still be kicking his back in. What's
Whitlock?
Yeah, Whitlock.
He's a sucker.
Yeah, he is a sucker.
Yeah, I don't like
but Whitlock said, but before all this shit even took place, Whitlock used to always say like Shannon used to always be in there trying to
get his
flex.
butt played with.
Nah, he just basically saying just trying to like flex in front of the chicks and trying to, you know what I mean, just
Shannon just a goofy ass country nigga, man. Like, I hate it had to be him.
I can see Shannon dancing crazy.
Yeah, that electric slide.
Hey, the electric slide.
Not even that though. Like, I can see if No Kid comes on, that'd be something that he just going crazy on
out
the
there
floor
with some ugly ass Jordans on that he done paid $5,000 for. Like, I hate his swag and everything. Now that we getting into it.
He don't remind you a little bit of old boy on
the little green suit. That was the worst.
Yeah. He don't remind you of old boy on White Girls.
Terry Crews,
yeah,
tad bit. Terry Crews played with that flower all the time too. Yeah. His wife is white, I think. Yeah,
I think they try to say she was black though.
She might be black. She mixed.
Yeah, but she does look white though.
Yeah. I know who else got a white wife. Ghost. Amari Hardwick.
Does he?
Yeah, she look like Celine Dion too. She trash.
Word?
These niggas, man, like, I don't love who you love. Like, I'm not here to try to say that blacks should stay with blacks, but I mean we're given so many examples of why you should. You know what I mean? Not to say that a black woman, because I mean wrong is wrong. Like, if Shannon doing some foul shit, if any black dude is doing some foul shit, you definitely would encourage a woman to report that shit. But I don't know, man. Shannon, I'm looking at him differently. You know what I mean? He one of them dudes you root for him because I mean he's creating a path. He's trailblazing in a way that we've never seen before. You know what I mean? And now for all that shit, to look like it's going to be taken from him, I know it got to be a crazy feeling for him. Like, I know he probably ain't sleeping right now. Every night he just thinking like, why the fuck did I fuck with that girl? You know what I mean? This young girl who wasn't even cold. There's like, if you gonna jail me up, man, like, that bitch gonna be the baddest. Like, I ain't getting jammed up for no weak shit. At least y'all gonna be like, hey, did you see her though? You see who Reese threw his career away for?
Gotta do better. Gotta do better.
Gotta fucking do better. Still in sports, man. Also, while we was gone last week, Shador Sanders, man. Crazy turn of events. The NFL draft. Many know that the NFL draft has came and went. Shador Sanders was one of the top prospects in the NFL draft. I believe overall he was ranked 18th, like with all players, all positions, ranked 18th. As quarterback, he was the number 2 ranked quarterback in the class behind Cam Ward, who went number 1. Shador Sanders, who many believe was going to be a first-round pick or at least day one pick, ended up falling to round number 5. I believe pick 170, 172, something like that. 144, my fault. Now, since then, like I've kind of changed the tune of how I was feeling. Like I felt like, he got done dirty. I still do slightly, but after the reports came out and some of the, the behind the scenes guys that cover everything, the draft, they said, he had terrible interviews. The Senior Bowl, he elected not to go to it, and he went to the Shrine game, the East-West. But he went to the East-West Shrine game, and he didn't practice. He was just there. Also, it was something else that they said. They threw the combine in there, but I don't even really count that because a lot of people, when you're expected to be a top 10 pick, you're not really doing shit at the combine. You showing up for the measurables maybe, to get measured and shit like that. But like I said, the draft came and went. He fell to day 4. I'm sorry. Day three. Drafted in the 5th round. What's your thoughts on that, Blaze? I know you was strong on the side of, them trying to send a message to Dion, his dad.
It's all about Dion.
All about Dion. So, are you still? Is that still your stance with this? Like, how do you feel? And do you feel like Shador played any part or any role in his drop?
Yeah, of course. He played a role in his drop. Listen, I'm tired of people in our community as dads overplaying their hand.
Yeah.
And then hide behind the fact of, but I'm a good dad, though. I'm in my kid's life. Like, first of all, you're supposed to be.
Right.
Second of all,
you don't get no points for that.
You don't get no points for that. But it seems like what Brian did with Bronny. I don't like it. I don't like what Dion did with Shador. Like, it's one thing for you to come out and say, like, it's one thing for Eli Manning to pull what he pulled. But I promise you, if Eli would have said that a year before the draft, then Eli would have faced a similar result. People act like this. Everybody wants to make everything a race thing.
Right.
Have we not ever seen a white quarterback fall in the draft?
Yeah, every year.
So it's not like, it's just like, yo, we don't want to deal with it. And even after he got drafted, Dion, let me get on the phone with the GM. Why?
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So there's a video of him talking to the Browns. They're like, yo, we about to get you flown out here, blah, blah, blah. Dion grabbed the phone and say, like, Shador, just give him the phone and walk away. He was like, can you put the GM back on the phone? Nobody wants to deal with that. It's too much of a headache.
Like, we drafted Shador, nigga.
Like, so that's a lot that's going on. Now, should Shador went in the 5th round? Bro, absolutely not. Right. Like, you're not going to convince me that Dylan Gabriel, who we dogged in the playoffs, right? Who dogged us in Oregon, like, I will say that. He's just not a pro quarterback. So it's like, yeah, they were sending a message. But trust and believe, we put too much dip on our chip sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, my son's going to play for these few teams and that's it. Bro, you ain't got the juice like that. And you making it harder on your kid. Like, I hope that Shador goes to the Browns and do well. Do I think it's a possibility? I don't. First of all, more about the Browns than it is about Shador.
Yeah.
But Shador can play. He's a gamer. He's a dog, in my opinion. But he ain't
like special.
He ain't even close because this is a terrible draft for quarterbacks.
Right. Des, what's your thoughts? How you feeling about Shador slipping in the draft and?
Yeah, I was shocked that he went 5th round. But I just but also too, I think a lot of his antics definitely help justify them drafting him in the 5th round. You know what I mean? And then, like you said, he was kind of, he did okay in college, but it's like Blaze said, like, nigga, come on, you wasn't. You know what I mean? You wasn't a man like
played
that.
incredible in college, though. I thought he had a great college
yeah, but it's bigger than that when it comes to the pros.
Right, yeah. The pros is looking at the intangibles and all of that.
I feel like a lot of his off the field antics, and Dion definitely helped heighten it. It's like I feel like a lot of organizations just like, bro, we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to deal with that, bro. You gonna bring a lot of unwanted attention to our locker room.
And when you come into the league, you want to be out here with the. We trying to do it like,
you know what I mean. Then also,
you don't want that on your team,
right? And then just dealing with, like, because then you still got to deal with Dion. Like Dion trying to tell you what we should and shouldn't be doing, and what we need to do with his son. It's like, man, listen, you worry about Colorado, nigga. Like this is our organization. We gonna do what we do. So
LeVar Ball, Bron, and Dion need to sit down somewhere.
LeVar Ball, and even to an extent, he ain't as crazy as them with it, but I'm just as disappointed with him as T. Morant. You know what I mean? The way that he's carrying on, and
he ain't been chilling though lately.
Yeah, he's been chilling this year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it's because they've taken the camera off of Ja. You know what I mean? Like I don't necessarily know if he's calmed down or if it's just because Ja ain't getting no coverage.
I thought what's name's dad was out of pocket.
Who?
Halliburton.
Halliburton, yeah. Way the
What
fuck
you
out of
doing?
pocket.
that's why
Way the fuck out of. So that's the thing, like with Black Dad, like I think we get to a point, you know, because some of these dads that we looking at is, you know, a little older than us. You know what I mean? Like, so it's almost like they're still youthful. I mean, and at the end of the day, I kind of put myself in a position like Dre's at the age to where, you know, if he had the skill set enough to be pro, that he could be pro at this age, and I would be his dad. And I'm thinking like, damn, that could be.
But it's like, but you gotta also too, like, you gotta understand, like, bro.
Reese,
I don't see you doing this shit.
No,
like
I'm not
T.
saying I
Morant.
would.
not only not see him doing it. I done been at the game with Reese.
Yeah, I'm
game.
super chill. Like,
I've never seen you try to coach Dre during the game.
I've never like
You,
even
you,
with
I
Christian.
feel like you still gonna be dad.
Yeah, I'm
like,
gonna be dad.
You of course you want the best for your son. You gonna try to do everything you can to like keep your son out of harm's way. But running on courts, going crazy on GMs and shit. Like some of these dads is just overstepping.
What's
their
name's
boundaries.
dad be tripping too a little bit. Was it Carl Anthony Towns? Like his dad, like
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of these parents that we don't know behind the scenes be tripping.
girls, Jaden Daniels, his mom. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know, man. Like it's highlighted so much with blacks,
right?
Because you know white people doing it too. You know what I mean? Like because Eli Manning's dad, you know, he did the same thing. You know what I mean? But they treat him with like it's a different cachet. Like the Mannings are so respected,
right?
You know, they're treated as if they're a class act type of family versus.
Yeah, I mean, but also too, they doing it a little different. They doing like more behind the scenes.
Way different.
Huh?
They doing it way different.
That's what I'm saying. They not all up on the camera and just run. Like, come on, Halliburton's dad running up on Giannis like he did, bro. Like,
oh yeah, that's different. Like that's a completely.
But I'm just saying,
different
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of parents that are like, especially when their kids are the star, trying to like tell them what to do, but. You know,
yeah, because I think, and even now, like I think we're gonna see it so much even more with the money being funneled down through college and even high school with NIL. We gonna see a lot of these parents because now most of these parents is turning into managers. You know what I mean?
And now they trying to stick these schools up. But what also too we about to see is we about to start seeing more kids staying in college longer because they making so much money in college. It's like, nigga, why rush to the league when I could potentially make 20 M's before I even step on the NFL, you know what I'm saying? Before I even step on the field in my career, you know what I mean? Like, if I can make 10, 5, 6 million a year and low-key be sticking schools up, hey.
You're living the life.
Hey,
and living
now,
the life.
I know y'all gave me 5, but
niggas getting to the NFL
but
like
LSU talking about
26
giving
and
me 8
27.
next season. Like, what we doing? Like,
The other quarterback that got drafted before Deion, he was 27. Or no, he did 7 years in college.
Well, I mean, a lot of these
Tyler Schultz or some shit like that.
He's
Shut.
But a lot of these people that you seen that stand forever Reese are COVID.
Yeah, I'm about to say they probably to the COVID.
Yeah, like they get that year was just kind of wiped out, like as if it didn't exist.
So yeah, we're gonna see.
Yeah, but I'm saying one of them years he gets wiped out. So if he redshirted, because you know he trashed, so he definitely redshirted.
And he get hurt every year.
Yeah,
Tyler kid.
He was terrible at the combine too.
Super terrible. That video that they keep showing of him missing the targets out there look crazy. I think with Shedeur, I still think he's going to turn out to be a good pro. You know what I mean? I don't see like all pro or no shit like that. But
why do you think he's going to turn out to be a good pro?
Because he's accurate. You know what I mean? And
sure.
I feel like if the Browns can put a decent offensive line in front of him.
The Browns will be the problem, not him.
You think the Browns is going to be the biggest
sure.
issue?
For sure.
They already showing that they a problem because they drafted Dylan and then him, and they gave up the option where they could have had Tyler, what's his name, Tyler Hunter. What's the
Travis
kid?
Hunter.
Travis Hunter. They could have had Travis Hunter and Shador. Could have had them together. You know what I mean? Like, because wasn't nobody fucking with Shador, but they traded that pick away. Like that still didn't make sense to me.
That made perfect sense. They got another second round pick. They moved back 3 spots and got another second round pick. So they had 2. Where they got Quinshon Judkins and another good player. These other picks didn't happen until later. They did what they were supposed to do, because he ain't gonna help them.
You don't think Travis would have?
Not really.
Nah. And that would have been another headache.
You want him on your team?
Who, Travis?
Yeah.
I would have loved to have him in Buffalo.
Where you gonna play it?
Wherever
you want.
Put him in the slot.
Y'all ain't got talent issues like that.
Nah. And see, that's the thing. I don't think the NFL, like, when it comes to the NFL, like,
I want Shador in Dallas because I hate Dak.
You would play Shador over Dak?
Yes.
No fucking way.
Listen, you're not a fan, and you're just a fan of Dak.
Dak is an All-Pro QB.
Reese. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. The theory is brilliant.
What we talking about?
Over Dak? I'm not going to let y'all do Dak like that.
Dak ain't got it. Reese, in the NFL, either you got a quarterback who got it or you don't. Guess what? Your team has one. Y'all don't got nothing. I mean, I ain't got too much of nothing else.
Please. Top 5 running back in the league.
I mean, he's dope, but I mean, Jordan Hancock. That's Hamlin.
Top 5 tight end in the league. Dog Kincaid?
Cool, Reese, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Jordan Hancock is still in the draft, and you're going to see that. He's going to start for y'all this year. You're going to be like, dang, you did tell me that.
I hope so, because I'm sick of Hamlin. Like, I'm sick of the
Hamlin's
story and all that. Like, it was, you know.
But Dak ain't got – Reese, when you got a quarterback that and we're coming off Romo and Dak. Whenever it's time to make a play, he can't make the play. At some point, you got to try something different. But we keep giving him the craziest amounts of money because he's sticking us up.
I want to talk about something that I've been seeing too. Super trendy. Like I said, we all over the place.
Are we leaving
trying
sports?
to catch up.
Brian got
No, we ain't leaving sports.
Okay.
We can. Matter of fact, I was saving the NBA for last, but we'll go ahead and get into it now. NBA playoffs. We're currently 1 series away from being round 2, but they are starting round 2 today. Your Cavs actually play today.
Do they?
Yeah. They might be on like around.
They come on at 6.
Yeah, and I know that the game 7.
Houston,
Golden State.
Yeah.
But the biggest story of all with basketball, the Lakers.
They're the big story of all.
Lakers in 5. Oh yeah, in basketball for sure.
Yeah, I guess it will be in the playoffs.
Y'all got something else that y'all think will be bigger than the?
Nah.
Knicks doing all right.
But no, I mean, but LA, it was a lot of
Knicks is out of here in 5. If they might get swept.
Who you this year?
Huh?
Who are you this year?
Good question.
OKC.
Oh. Cause you never know.
Thunder,
Every week they change. I need to
Thunder
know.
up. Thunder up.
I need to know.
Thunder up.
Because I feel like he started the season.
Hey, and I'm all in Cleveland. Look, I had an opportunity to go to the game.
This nigga be having 5 teams a year in the NBA. That's why I don't really be respecting his NBA takes.
Hey, Thunder up is
crazy,
bro.
Plays this nigga sick, ain't he? This nigga will have. He be trading me. He be trading teams mid-season. I'll be fucking with his NBA.
Bron do it. Why can't I?
Bron don't do it.
Bron team jump.
No, you be mid-season. You'll start off the season like, oh, yeah, I'm rolling with the. Because I could have swore he was rolling with the team.
KD team jump. Why can't I? The players are team jump.
Nigga said Thunder up.
Huh? Oh, no,
that's
one of my
squads. Is that their slogan? Thunder up.
Hold on. We're on
That's
team
one of my
number 3.
squads.
Hold on, Des. We're on team number 3.
Y'all know how I feel about Minnie. I never left Minnie.
He said he's
That's what I'm saying.
he's a Cavalier.
Right.
Home team.
Thunder.
Cleveland makes sense.
Okay. Thunder.
Minnesota, y'all know why I was in
And
Minnie.
he with Minnesota.
That's
Hey,
why I was like.
And I'm in Boston. I'm in Boston.
He's a sick nigga. And
I'm going to win a championship.
If my memory serves me correct, this nigga was also
Brooklyn.
I feel like he was Milwaukee for a minute too when Dame time came.
God bless Dame so, but it's
might be over with. Might be over with.
He looked bad too. But let's get to the Lakers, man.
Let's get to it, man.
Lakers out of here in 5. Number 3 seed. Now, the seeding can be a little misleading. You know what I mean? Those teams, you said no.
It's not misleading at all.
Teams 3 through 8, they was all separated by a game.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
They were the lower seed, but you know they got treated like a play-in team.
Hey. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
4-1 or 1-4, I should say. Minnesota, Ant-Man, I'm here.
LeBron, your mom, the Don, Wolves.
Niggas is blaming it on Shannon. Like all that talking he was doing. Like,
so here's the thing. And listen, I've been talking in the chat a lot. My brother's been ignoring me. It's all good. At the end of the day, this was franchise malpractice. You can't be in the NBA and not have a sit. Reese, I thought I saw you out there in the fourth quarter.
yeah, I was out there.
So what is we doing? Like, and then this got to be a better plan. LeBron is trying to stick up the Lakers, and I don't like how they're talking about him because Matt, what's it called? What's his name? What's the GM's name? They just gave him a bunch of. Rob Pelinka came out and was like, "Oh yeah, we got to get our roster up to Bron standards. To do that, guess what you got to do, Pelinka?
Get rid of Bron.
You have to get rid of Bron,
Yeah.
and he's not going to leave on his own. You're going to have to get rid of him.
But are we still feeling good about Luka?
Luka's going to be who Luka is. You can't, Reese. You can't have LeBron and Luka on the court at the same time. You cannot do it.
Or Reeves. He don't play a lick of fucking defense. He got exposed in that series.
Trash.
Yeah.
Like I hated the whole talk. Like
He
he's
fresh
the best.
off he already done stuck the Lakers up though, right? Then he just
Not
get
really.
a big deal.
No, not really. Not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
But like this whole talk about he's the best third option
Yeah.
in the
No,
league.
fuck, he's not.
What do you mean? There's so many better third options in this league. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I think old boy in for the Clippers is better than him.
Norman Powell.
Of course, not even close.
Yeah. It's a wrap for them too though. Like I hate Tyronn Lue got stuck with them guys.
Yeah.
James Harden, what he did yesterday, like they should put him out the league.
What do you do? All I seen was he stunk it up.
Stunk it
Nigga
up.
only shot 8 shots, finished with 7 points.
I seen Russ dunk that ball until he said, "Tech me up."
Yeah, suck my dick.
They need to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bron, you can't have Bron and Luke on the court at the same time. They don't
Or
play.
Reeves.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you got.
There's
team
top
is
3
ass.
players you
I mean,
can't
the
have
team
out
is
there.
ass, bro. Nico's looking like a genius. I'm gonna be honest. He's looking like a genius.
I don't think he's looking like a genius. I think that's too early to say that, Dez. But I think that LeBron can't play with Luka.
Hey man, they seen through the Lucas shit. Like, yeah, he gonna score, but we can't get to the next level with this guy, bro.
You got to have a big time defender down low.
Are the Lakers giving Bron a farewell tour?
No,
They can't, right? They can't do it, can they?
can't.
Why can't they? Not on Lucas' watch? Is that
Not on Luka. If I'm Luka, I'm not re-signing. If y'all about to get this nigga a farewell tour, because that means it's gonna happen within the next 1 to 2 years. I don't have that time to waste with y'all. Because that means with those 3 still in place, the Lakers are strapped. They can't go sign nobody. One of them niggas got to go. You either got to trade Reeves or Brown got to come off the books.
Reeves ain't got no money.
Who got the option? Do Brian got the option yet?
Bron,
Yeah, it's this
Bron
year,
got
This
this
year?
summer.
But Bron got the no trade, I think, too.
Yeah, he do. Him and Bradley Beal, the only niggas in the league with it.
Because it's best to trade him.
I'm gonna be honest. If you Brian, do you want to come back to LA?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
It's the only place you're going to get $60 million from. I mean, well, everybody will probably give him the bag, just to sell some tickets. But,
Yeah. Austin Reeves only signed a 4-year, $50 million.
oh, word? Okay. Was that a couple years ago, or did he just do that?
Yeah, so this is his first year. He made 12. He'll make almost 13 next year, then almost 14.
Oh,
the
so
year
they
after.
got a good deal on him then.
Yeah. They got him until he's 28.
So when is Lucas contract up?
This summer.
Luka, net summer.
You sure it ain't this summer?
Yeah, net summer.
Yeah, I mean, Lakers got decisions to make.
But they got to sign him this summer, I thought. And
They got to start talking to him for sure. You know what I mean? But
But if I'm Luka, I'm holding out to see what y'all about to do with Brian. Because I'm with you now. Like, nigga, I don't want to get caught up in this shit for another year or 2. But that's what I'm saying. So, but if you Brian, what are you saying?
why won't Brown retire
You feel like Brian need to retire now?
right now?
No, come on. Nigga, I got to get my farewell tour from Brian.
So who's giving it to him? Like
Luka technically got 2 more years, but the last year's a player option.
Yeah.
So like you said,
If I'm Bron, there's no way I'm about to just leave at the end of the season. No.
they're gonna extend him this summer.
If I'm leaving, I'm going out with a bang. If I'm leaving, I'm going out with a bang. I need my farewell tour.
So what's
I've done
what's
too
that
much.
look
I've
like,
done
though?
too much for the game to just leave. I'm owed that. I'm owed a farewell tour from Bron.
I don't know if Pelinka I don't.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So if LA don't do it, then who do it?
Gotta be Miami.
Hell no, Pat.
Riley ain't doing it.
Hell no, Pat ain't letting it.
It's
It's
not
got to be
Cleveland.
Dan Gilbert.
Pat ain't.
They'll do
No,
it.
Dan ain't. Dan will be a
Cleveland
damn
won't do
fool. Cleveland ain't about to break up. Hell no, Cleveland ain't doing it. And Pat ain't bringing him back after how he left.
So what's Bron's fate? How's it happen? Like, I'm asking y'all, how does this play out?
I told you.
In Utah.
Shit in Utah. Out there with Dwayne Wade and his son.
Utah. It's crazy.
Nigga, Chicago. Fuck
Can y'all see Bron going to
farewell
another,
to Chicago.
another
That'd
team?
be fire. That'd be fire. Farewell to Chicago.
Mike could pick up that call like, y'all doing what?
Yeah, it's not happening.
Yeah, like,
I'm coming home again.
send that nigga to Charlotte. Like, so how do y'all see it playing out though? Like, what do y'all see like as far as Bron? Like,
He's giving us
'Cause, I
at
mean,
least
he
one more.
looked
He's
bad.
giving us one more year, bro. He's giving us one more year. I don't see him just not coming back next year, bro. I don't see it.
is he coming?
This
off
is
the-
LeBron James. This is king of the rollout.
Is
You
he coming
think
off the
you
bench?
think Rich is about to let Bron just go out like this? No.
When Luka got there, they lost power, Dez. That's the problem. They don't have they ain't got the
They've been
juice like that.
They've been creating this documentary since his inception.
And the NBA just turned their back on
Bron
him.
is not leaving without a rollout. Y'all niggas know he's the king of the
This
rollout.
nigga
Bron's
JJ
not the-
Redick. It was time to make a sub. He had to turn around and see Bronny sitting on the bench in the playoffs.
And Vanderbilt. Them niggas is ass. LA was ass.
And what's the nigga from Tyler Perry movies? That
Gabe Vincent?
Gabe Vincent, like,
That team was
and
trash.
the twin Markieff Morris sitting down there, like, and then this nigga. But I'm not shooting JJ no bell at all.
Zero
this nigga
bigs.
put in Max Kleber.
Yeah,
He's
that-
been with the team for 3 months
What
and ain't never
happened
played.
with the young boy? What happened?
That let you know they had no faith.
But what
in,
happened to the young boy?
Jackson
Jackson
Hayes.
Hayes?
Yes.
I
He
don't know why
asked.
he didn't play him in Game 4.
He said it before the game that he wasn't playing him.
He dumbass.
He said it before the game.
Before game
I didn't
5,
even
he
know
said
that.
that he's not playing him.
And then
JJ Redd is a little arrogant. Like he's stuck in his ways. Like he think it's almost like a know-it-all. You know what I mean? Like
Rudy had a legacy game.
nigga had 27 and 24 on the ugliest of putbacks.
That nigga-
Rudy is so uncoordinated, man.
That nigga
Like,
looked like he was playing 2K.
Reese, he looked like
on
Shaq.
Rookie.
He looked like Shaq out there. Because nobody's on the floor is taller than
on that
6'7".
court, nigga. Rudy was doing what the fuck he wanted on that court.
no, so we're not getting away from Bron. What does next year look like? Because now, like,
He's getting a farewell tour, Reese. There's no way Bron's not coming back next season hooping for
so
somebody.
if you're Luka, either one of y'all, if y'all Luka,
you ain't got no choice.
Because you know you got to run that by him. Like we plan on honoring LeBron, and with that being said, like we're not dumping no money into.
LeBron is not retiring next year, Reese.
He's not.
He's trying to wait for Bryce, who's weak.
No, listen. Nah, they're not gonna let Bron run the jig twice. They're not gonna let Bron. If they let Bron run that jig twice,
It's arrogance, a lot of arrogance, a lot of Drake talk around here. It's arrogance.
no, he's not getting it off. We gave you Bronny. Bryce has to. He's
and
on
we
his own.
want Brownie out of here.
We gave you Bronny.
The fucking honeymoon is over. We want his weak ass out of here. And shout out to Brownie because he's gotten so much better in the G League this season. He
got a raw deal. He got a raw deal, man.
No, he did.
Yes, he did.
The raw deal from his dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got a raw deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just say not the league.
He should have never. He should have never been
in the league.
in the league.
And with 8 M's.
8
In
of
the
them.
league.
Fully
And,
guaranteed.
and that's no hate. I know
G League
niggas,
for who,
I know
niggas?
niggas be saying, listen, bro, that's no hate. We just keeping it all the way G real, bro. Like, Bronny wasn't supposed to be out
90,000 in the G League, bro.
He wasn't supposed to be out there.
Still in
So,
basketball.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So hold on. So to end this off, you're saying that Bron is done. He needs to retire.
Yeah, I think Brown should just go ahead and walk off into the sunset and celebrate himself as, let his camp. Like, he's a big enough figure to where he don't need – Kobe didn't need it either. You know what I mean? That's just – he's a lifelong Laker. It made sense that they did. Because we ain't never seen a farewell tour for nobody. L.A. did that. That's an L.A. thing. This is not an NBA thing.
I know it's not an NBA thing, but it's like, but
There's a lot of farewell tours.
Well, I'm saying it's Kobe started.
Udonis Haslam got a farewell tour.
He's a lifelong Heat. It makes sense.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. He's Mr. 305. Oh no, they call D Wade that, right? But it really should be Haslam.
No, Wade County.
Yeah, Wade
Yeah,
County.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these is
But
lifers.
They was lifers. But I mean, but it's Bron though. What he's done for the league over these 20 years,
We
bro.
appreciate it. So what you want us to do? Like every city,
Every city.
put up a video.
Every
Jumbo
city.
So
shot?
Dez,
Bow down.
I don't think he's.
Bow
You
down
don't think
when
he's
I
getting a
come to
farewell
your
tour, are you? I don't either. So when is he getting the farewell?
Right.
Farewell
I
tour.
I feel like this season coming up needs to be his last season. In my honest opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's not what he doesn't agree with you.
Because it's like, nigga, anything over, I'm going to be honest, trying to do 2 more years, I feel like that he's bugging.
Well, the numbers is going to say that he can play 3 or 4 more
Man,
years.
fuck
And
the
those numbers are so
Fuck the
deceiving.
numbers. The playoff show, like, it's a new league, brother.
Completely.
It's a new league, bro. Niggas ain't scared. Like, you still are LeBron James. But
It was embarrassing.
But what you demand too much. I feel like if Bron is willing to humble himself and start doing the league minimum or something like that, the vet minimum, yeah.
I say you can give Bron a
so he can
farewell.
really be around some pieces.
If he come
but
off the
trying
bench.
to be like I'm the marquee guy, that you fucking up organizations. We ain't got time for that.
So we
Well,
think-
Kobe did that to the Lakers too. That's why the Lakers but he's a lifer.
He's a lifer. He was old.
The buses love him.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson loves him. Magic don't even like Bron. You could tell.
Yeah. A lot of the Lakers don't like Bron. Magic, James Worthy, them niggas. But Bus, Jenny,
Yeah, Jenny, he popped. I ain't
Jenny, Jenny
I
like Bron.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think she likes Bron.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
She like what he's beneficial
Yeah.
to the
He's brought a lot of bread
to the bottom line.
Yeah, but when you got Luka now, he becomes expendable.
Facts.
So
again,
that's why I think that when Luka came to the team, that was the league telling him
Oh no, I think we all seen the writing on the wall. Like
it's over. It's over for you. And Rich, you better walk.
I saw Rich and Brown hugging in the tunnel after Game
that what that
5.
was?
Yeah,
He was limping.
Man, he said he tore his MCL or something, right?
it's only
Sprained or
tore because they
something.
lost. Like if they win, like these reports wouldn't have came out, and he would have played in Game 1 of the round
His
2.
knee is fine, Dez.
Farewell tour, LeBron is coming. I don't know where.
Blaze, so you with me in this? You don't see a farewell?
I think he'll be cut.
Oh no, I ain't going that far.
I mean, after this year, like you're done.
Oh
We're
yeah.
done. We're not even talking to you.
Yeah, we're not There's no negotiation.
No,
Like,
we
yeah.
don't care if you
We
want
ain't
the
got no
veteran
money for
minimum.
it,
We cool. Not another dollar.
That's like
LeBron takes the league minimum. He goes teams up with KD.
they're like let Washington sign.
Teams
you
up with
for
who?
Teams up with KD, and he runs up to
that. KD
sunset.
need to go home too.
Hold on.
All these niggas.
Hold on.
Taking the vet minimum, he teams up with KD. Fuck it.
He's never going to do that. You know
Teaming up
why?
with him where?
Yeah, where? What does that mean?
Washington?
Houston.
Oh no. He ain't going for that shit.
Hey,
He might take KD because Jalen Green is.
Yeah, Jalen Green exposed
So
there.
suspect.
He peeing on himself. He's
You know
not
what I mean?
ready.
Like,
Life's too
if
bright.
they had a bona fide score over there, Golden State would have been out of here.
Yeah, Fred doing his thing.
KD might be a team killer.
I'm with you. I'm sick of. It's time for the old niggas to go.
He's been bad since Golden State. I mean, it's not bad. Not bad like
Not
as a
bad.
play.
I mean, he's still getting numbers.
I just hate the numbers are so deceiving,
Yeah.
and that's what they keep talking
They don't
about with these
translate.
old
They don't
niggas.
translate into winning basketball.
Yeah.
They
That-
play
that's
losing
what it is.
basketball. Bron's been
That's
playing
what-
losing
yeah.
basketball for so long.
That's why he's gonna have his farewell tour in Utah.
I'm gonna turn the ball over
Where
and
it's
not
like-
even think about running back on defense.
He's gonna put butts in the seats,
And then I'm
He
gonna
didn't
throw
get
my
his
hand up
numbers
on the
in.
cherry pick, like get it down here, nigga.
Bro, I'm so sick of this. Brown will have the most egregious of turnovers,
It's time for
Dez.
Bron to go, bro. Ant made LA look crazy, bro.
If
And
Ant
he
got
wasn't even killing like that.
if
he
Ant
was
get his
doing-
mental together,
he was killing.
aspect of the game,
was
But I don't
killing.
think he was putting up crazy numbers.
He
He
was- but
yeah,
no-
that was
no.
he had one crazy game.
It wasn't the numbers, but he controlled the game.
He controlled the
and
game, for sure.
he made everybody else better.
They can't do nothing with him.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
There's 3 players on the
Ant
court
made-
who can't guard him no matter what.
bro, he got a legacy game out of Rudy.
He knew it.
He got a legacy game out of Rudy.
And the Bron culture says we switch everything.
He made Julius Randle humble himself. Hey, nigga,
Hey,
look.
Julius Randle had a great series.
Exactly.
He looked good.
did.
That's what I'm
He looked
saying.
He did.
Nas Reed coming off the bench balling.
I was super impressed with Julius.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like because them niggas is really buying in. Like they got to see, like, hold up, man, we got a chance. We can fuck around and get out
You
the
take
West.
the
and go to the
identity
finals.
of your leader, and
it's over.
that's
Nah, it
been
ain't
my
over.
listen.
It ain't over.
Who?
For them.
Over for who?
Minnesota.
No, it ain't.
No, I think Minnesota's going to the Western Conference
Who they play
Finals.
next?
They play Golden State or Houston. They're going to beat them.
They
Oh,
beat
okay, I
either
thought
one
he
of
was
them.
playing OKC. My fault.
No, OKC don't want to fuck with Minnesota right now.
Yeah,
Be
I
honest.
disagree. He's a
Be
Thunder.
honest. Look. I know
Hey,
you don't know.
that's both your
Look,
teams.
Yeah,
That's who you.
he gonna have a split jersey on. Half OKC, half T-Wolves. Yeah.
Thunder up. Oh, like
That
I'm
Thunder
going
up
with
is
both.
sick. I didn't even know that was the shit.
I'm with both.
Nah,
This is
the bag
podcast gold.
and in a different bag, man. And in a different bag, bro. They can beat OKC. You don't think T-Wolves can beat OKC?
No,
Okay.
because nobody.
So y'all gas on the SGA. Man, let's really
No,
talk
Dad,
about it.
It's not
I'm
SGA
gassing
though.
it.
Fuck
It's the
that nigga.
defense.
It's
I ain't-
Rudy. It's Rudy. Rudy's trash against everybody but the Lakers.
Nah, Ant got him in a different bag.
Dez, we're not about to do
Ant
this,
got him
bro.
in a different bag.
There wasn't nobody on the court guarding him.
Chet don't want it with Rudy.
Oh my god.
Chet don't run it with Rudy.
You know who do want it with Rudy?
Hartstein do.
Yeah, Hartstein do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hartstein do. Chet don't.
Y'all have swept the.
But listen though. Hey man, I like what DiVincenzo and Randall out there doing, bro.
What we talking about?
I like what they doing out there.
Randall had an incredible first round.
I discount everything that.
And I like
Right, but it's LA. Like you
it's
can't
LA.
put that much stock into it. LA is bad.
yeah, they
Like
fast.
you know, it looked bad. I want to stay in basketball.
Who looks
yeah,
good?
Cavs, for sure.
Hey, you don't want to. Y'all don't want to come nowhere near Cleveland.
I ain't really,
Visit them
Miami
states near them
ass.
great Michigan
Miami-
lakes if you want to.
4-1 against Indiana.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna beat Indiana.
We're gonna beat y'all.
Yeah, they got a good. Yeah, I mean, nah. Yeah. We banged up.
Yeah.
Y'all did that. Garland didn't even play the last 2 games.
He did.
Like,
I fucking hate Indiana.
Tristan
I
Thompson
want y'all
out
to
there.
sweep them.
yeah, hey, I'm getting to where I hate Indiana too.
I don't fuck with Indiana.
Yeah, you don't mess with Halliburton.
Hell no, I don't. Cause he ass for real.
Y'all see the
He ass. I don't fuck. Even
the
though
poll
he get,
came
even
out.
though he get buckets,
He do.
but he one of them niggas that's just
But
like,
y'all see the NBA
he's
voting
so
him?
weak, he good. You be like, this nigga weak.
His game is ugly. It's his game.
He
is
one of them
ugly.
niggas where you be on the court like,
He got that nice
man,
game.
that nigga weak, man, lock that nigga up.
He got that nice game.
But y'all see his
Nigga, we
peers.
should wind up threes and shit.
The guys in the NBA voted him as the most overrated.
But he get buckets. He get buckets.
Still in basketball, New York Knicks. Dez,
What's up?
I told you I had a hot take. I'm ready to deliver it here
Come
on
on.
the show.
Come on.
Jalen Brunson's the best Knick ever.
That's a good argument.
Is it?
It's a good argument. It's a good argument.
Best Knick ever.
I mean, we love Pat just cause, but
You don't love Pat just because. See,
we love Pat just cause.
y'all don't love Pat just because, Dez. Y'all love Pat because he's Pat, because he
Hey,
was a
Pat,
dog.
No, he was. I mean, God,
He ain't a dog like what Jalen been doing.
it's different though. The center position, especially the center position in the '90s and the guard. It's different, bro. I don't like the comparison. I don't like the comparison.
Yeah, I'm not comparing it, so I'm just saying that outright Jalen.
But listen, but what I feel like Jalen has probably been one of the best signings that we've had in
Yes.
over
y'all got
15
him at
years.
a discount too.
Yes.
Discount.
Man,
But
'Cause
because,
nobody wanna
because
come to the
Jalen's
Knicks.
playing a long game. Jalen like, nigga, if I take all the break, we can't really get pieces. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. I'm still not sold on the
get Mikal Bridges. The
Bridges.
Fuck out of
I'm
here.
not sold on Bridges.
He's ass to me.
I'm not sold on
He
Bridges.
disappeared too much.
I'm not so. Yeah, Bridges
Nigga
too
had
streaky.
2 points in 2 games.
Bridges too.
and
That's what we miss.
16
But
and a
even
half.
Cat, bro, we missing that bona fide second scorer, bro.
Bodega is that guy, you know what I mean? But he's just a guard in a big man's body.
That don't
Like,
work.
he's
though.
not strong at all. He be down there trying to post niggas up and
He's not.
like just go out there and shoot that long ass 3. Like, cause
But that don't work. At times we need him to go get a bucket.
First 13 years, Patrick Ewing averaged 20.
yeah, nobody's. I'm not. Maybe
His
Dez
first
is saying-
13 years.
Okay.
Not Pat one-on-ones, bro. I'm just talking shit.
Okay.
But
20,
I mean,
20 and 10.
But Jalen,
28 some years,
listen,
25 some years.
as a lifetime,
One final?
Nick.
When Mike went to go.
How many
sit
Brunson
down-
got?
Huh?
How many-
Give Brunson time. He only been there. This is 3rd year.
As a
So
lifetime,
until we get there,
But the Knicks only done been to the finals, and they went during the lockout season,
don't you do that.
And Mike wasn't in the league. Mike had retired.
Don't
Knicks
do that.
wasn't supposed to be
You're
there.
not talking about Larry Johnson and Latrell Sprewell Knicks.
And Charles Smith and those guys.
And Allen
yes.
Houston.
Yeah.
Dogs.
bona fide.
Who they lose to?
The
San
Rockets.
Antonio.
They got swept.
By the Rockets?
No,
San
lockout.
Antonio.
We lost to San Antonio.
San
You
Antonio,
sure? I thought
for sure.
Hakeem
San
Al-
Antonio.
oh, no,
No,
Hakeem,
that was David
Hakeem
Robinson, Tim
dog,
Duncan.
Shaq. Yeah, you
Yeah,
right.
that was Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
99, yeah, during the lockout season. You
That was
right.
rookie.
Rookie TD.
Rookie TD, nigga.
Rookie TD.
And he was here. Like, nigga,
Patrick Ewing was on that team.
Yeah. He was also on the Toronto Raptors team too,
He
in
was,
Orlando
and
Magic.
the Seattle
it
Seahawks.
doesn't say that here. It
In
says-
Orlando Magic.
Yeah, that's what it was.
he was
Nah,
on
he
the-
played in Seattle too. He did Seattle.
no, he played for the Thunder.
Patrick
Ewing?
Ewing? Yeah, the Seattle.
Seattle. Okay,
That's Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle.
Then he played for the Magic. They was
Yeah,
good.
Magic. Yeah.
It was Hakeem that went to Toronto.
Yeah.
Nasty.
That's when the league started getting nasty. When you start seeing your legends on like that, like that's what I'm saying. Them
He
jerseys,
took,
like
he took
That's
a
what Brown's supposed to be doing, but he's holding the organization hostage.
Brown's getting a farewell tour, and I'm done
He's
talking
not
about
getting
it.
it, Dez.
Okay.
I mean, I believe that he should get it, but I'm saying
the league would do themselves a disservice not giving
Why?
LeBron a farewell tour.
Why?
It's more than just basketball. It's more than just basketball. This is also entertainment. We need ratings.
so are we giving Chris Paul a farewell?
He's not LeBron. I can't even believe that we comparing Chris Paul to LeBron.
Is Kevin Durant getting a farewell?
He's not LeBron.
Yes.
What KD
What's
brought
the-
to the league and Bron are two different. Like
we don't love you like that.
KD is the son of LeBron.
You ain't Kobe. Paul Pierce. Did Paul Pierce get one?
No.
Because he wasn't one of them ones.
None of these niggas like. That's what I'm saying. Like the
Bron-
farewell to it. That's not. It's not a thing.
Bron is considerably the second best nigga to ever step foot in the NBA.
He should get a farewell tour, Reese.
Like, bro, I can't even believe we brought up Chris Paul and LeBron James in the same conversation,
Wow.
bro.
It was a wild
That
shit.
is blasphemy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Nigga, what? Get Chris Paul the fuck. He should have been gone.
Hey, where do you like? Where was you at when you come up?
Chris
with these
Paul need to be
stats?
on the coaching staff right now. He don't need. I don't want to see him dribble a ball again.
Only
Jalen Brunson.
reason why I mentioned Chris Paul with him just because of the longevity. The
But
years.
he ain't.
Because I mean, what y'all think he hanging around for? Besides trying to
I
get a
don't- I don't
championship,
know.
he's hanging
Yeah.
around trying to get a farewell.
He need to give it up. He need to give it up because he ain't getting either. He ain't getting a farewell tour or championship.
So you putting Jalen Brunson over?
over who?
But he's a great mentor, great locker room guy. He's very knowledgeable. I
so
like.
You putting Jalen Brunson over?
Yeah, I love Chris. Chris Paul very smart.
Huh?
Jalen Brunson over who?
Jalen Brunson
Westbrook?
on Melo?
Or Melo?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
hell
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
I don't like that. I don't like the hell yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Melo, listen, I'm gonna be honest.
Melo had 3 good years.
Melo was kind of brought Luka vibes to New York. Like he put butts in the seats. He can get buckets, but like he wasn't gonna.
No,
get
Melo
himself
got a bad rap. Like that. That's a false narrative on him. Like he don't play defense nowhere near as bad as.
No,
Luka.
I'm not talking about the defense. I'm just talking
okay.
about overall. Like because of the money and shit that he demanded in New York, it was kind of hard for us to really.
Yeah, he
put
fucked up the
pieces-
cap.
That's what I'm saying. Like we couldn't put the pieces around. We couldn't really.
New York
form a
gave
team.
up too much to get him initially when he came from Denver.
And then when we read up on him, it was like, nigga, who we gonna get? Well,
So we
taking up the cap.
So we putting him over all the old cats, all the old niggas.
Get Willis Reed and Walt Frazier, all them the fuck out of here.
Bernard King, salute.
Bernard King might be number 2.
Earl the Pearl.
The fuck out of here. Like, yeah.
Okay. Carmelo's on the list after them.
You know, Jalen Brunson, he got the most 40-point games in Knicks history in the playoffs. Like he got 7 or 8 of them already.
The most clutch player in the league, bro.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Bring him to
Niggas, look,
superior
I
level and
get
see
it.
what happened to him.
His game ain't the prettiest. I get it, but he get that bucket, and he get it when you need it.
Are the Knicks a good team?
They're decent.
We okay, but we need more.
Okay.
But also too that like
Y'all
I
out
feel like
veteran.
we got like 2 more years with Tibbs. I think it might be time to part ways with Tibbs.
One last question about LeBron, and then I got one more thing in basketball. So the question that I got for y'all, it can be a simple yes or no, but if y'all want to, elaborate a little bit more, please feel free. Has LeBron's tenure in LA been a success?
No. I mean, people gonna think so because of the fucking bubble chip. Which salute if that's what y'all want to ride off with.
Yes,
but fuck
yes.
that. I feel like the experiment didn't go as planned.
It went exactly as planned.
Why? Because the bubble chip.
Just because Bron
Man,
didn't come out
listen,
there to play
bro,
basketball.
Niggas was playing. Listen, Reese, it's time to have an honest conversation about the bubble chip. G Leaguers was playing in the bubble, bro.
I agree.
Niggas, a lot of niggas opted out of the bubble, bro.
A lot of niggas didn't opt out of the bubble.
Yes.
It was quite a few.
All right, so who opted out of the bubble? Kyrie. Who
The
else?
whole Brooklyn didn't go because of Kyrie. Like all them when they and they was in playoff position, you know what I mean? But it was individuals, not like
Hold on, so we just disregard the fact that everybody that plays in the NBA says the bubble chip was one of the hardest chips that you can win. We don't care.
Because Brian made him say that.
no, right. That is a part of his narrative. Well, let me ask
Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I'm cool.
Am I lying, Reese?
You ain't lying. That boy ain't
Am
lying.
I lying? Am I lying?
He lying through his teeth right now. What
But
you mean?
listen, niggas said Brian made the call to make niggas play in the bubble. Niggas was like,
Because he
Brian
knew
called
this
us
was an
up.
opportunity to get the chip.
Yeah.
They took 3 months off.
Bron's tenure is successful because
Yeah,
he
that's
didn't
the
go out
question.
there to win basketball games.
But
Niggas don't
I
even
think
count.
I think he might
niggas
be
don't
done
count
lost
the bubble
more
chip.
than he
You know
won.
that, right? Blake, niggas look over the bubble chip. Like,
Niggas
yeah.
count the
No,
bubble
they
chip.
counted this. I ain't
Come
gonna-
on, Des, what's up with you, bro?
I'm saying niggas look over
He
it though.
kicking Browns back in the day.
I'm saying, but niggas,
10 minutes ago, yes, he's getting the fair.
he's getting fair with you, but niggas don't look up. But like, as a fan, don't you kind of put an asterisk on the bubble? As a fan, I'm saying the league.
I
Is it
do
official?
because
Is it
only
official?
reason
Yes,
why-
the league.
listen,
It's in the record books as a championship.
I'm gonna keep it a whole buck.
But fans kind of look
the
at it
reason
like,
why
eh.
I do because
I know what you're about to say.
it's with the Jordan debate. Like so, it's used.
I thought you were
Like
going to say something else. I thought you were going to say because niggas like TJ Warren was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
him too. You know, like,
TJ Warren was
He
averaging
fooled
40.
me.
He was averaging 40 in the bubble.
averaging 40.
Blake was averaging
They was
40
calling
in
that
the
nigga
bubble.
a walking bucket in
He
Florida.
averaged 7 this
Right.
year.
You feel me? He can barely sniff the floor for any team right now, bro.
There was another nigga out there too dropping 50 every other night.
Who's the one nigga for Houston? House or something like that?
Yeah,
Daniel
ain't
House.
even
He
in the league no
got
more.
kicked out.
I know Jamal Murray was going crazy out
Yeah, he
there. in the
was.
bubble, but
He
he's a dog.
But he ain't
So,
been the same since the injury, though.
You say no for LeBron's tenure in LA not being a success. Blaze, how you feel? What you think?
I feel like it's a success. I never thought he went out there for basketball.
I salute you on that. I'm with you on that. It was more so the stats, legacy. I know I'm about to break the scoring record. What better place to break Kareem's record than in
He got
LA as a Laker?
a lot of great footage out there. A lot of great footage.
And thank you. You think Spring Hill is not about to put out the LeBron James farewell tour? You motherfuckers are tripping.
You know how you know that he didn't go out there for basketball? Because the whole crew went out there with him.
You thought we wasn't?
No, what I'm saying is
You
that
know how many fucking cold ass winters we spent in Northeast Ohio? You think we ain't about to go?
what I'm saying is
Never seen another winner.
Des, what I'm saying is that they didn't go with him to Miami. That's just the facts.
Because Pat wasn't having it.
Even if he wasn't
That
having
too.
it,
Because Pat wasn't having it. That's why they ain't go to Miami.
I'm
And
talking-
that's why they
They
left.
tried. Niggas got
And
put
that-
off the
you
plane.
think-
and that's
I'm
why they
talking
left. And
about
that's why
Rich-
they was just like,
yeah, but Randy was still a part of the organization. Brian got some stuff off with Pat.
He got some stuff off, but Pat was like, nigga, this ain't Cleveland.
I'm not talking about Rich and them. I'm talking about the nucleus, the whole team. They moved out to LA with a plan.
Because Brian made the call like, hey, we ain't gonna really get our shit off in Miami.
Nah,
I'm gonna
that's
need y'all to
not-
stay put.
that's not what happened.
I need y'all to stay put.
That's not what
yeah.
happened.
I think Show was out in
What
LA.
what Pat tell LeBron at the end of his the last season before he opted out? What did Pat tell that nigga in the locker room? Finish what you started.
Ain't no fucking cookies on the plane. Nigga.
Finish what you started. He told LeBron with his last season in Miami, hey, now you know you got to finish what you started. And that nigga said, I'm out.
Deuces.
I ain't dealing with this shit. It's too strict over here. Can't get my shit off.
Still in basketball, Greg Popovich, legendary coach for the San Antonio Spurs, stepped down, I believe, after 29 years. Third winningest coach in the NBA history. But let's keep it a buck. He didn't retire because he still retained the status or the role of president, GM for the team. Greg Popovich, is he the greatest coach in modern NBA? Y'all got him over Phil Jackson?
No.
No?
You got him in modern? Phil Jackson? Then no.
Yeah.
What?
Hmm?
Hold on. You talking about Phil Jackson with 11 championships?
Right.
Yeah, no.
Where you got him at, Reese?
Who, Greg?
Mhm.
He's probably number 2.
Yeah.
Behind Phil.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
20. See, his argument is almost like a LeBron argument though with the Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, so Phil Jackson got Greg in rings, right? But what do you say to a stat like 19 consecutive seasons of 50 wins? Like it's
great for number 2.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's great accomplishment for number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not about the devil's advocate me.
I'm just asking, like that's and
you're not about to give me a stat and think I'm like, you know what, you're right, Phil.
But I'm saying this is what happens a lot with Brian and his stats when it comes to him and Mike. So I mean, I'm just doing it on the reversal with coaches and seeing if it works that well with a coach. That's all.
If you're putting Phil into the on the court, it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Salute to Greg Popovich, man. Incredible career. He's one of them dudes. He grew on me. Pause. Like I hated him early on. Like he just always gave me a different type of vibe that I didn't really care for. It was probably due to the winning. You know, the way that they dominated and won. Man. I just hated it. Like him.
It reminded me of like
Bill,
Golden State today.
Yeah.
Like that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah. Steve Kerr might be top 5 all-time coaches. Might be. I had a clip, but we're going to say that for next week. We got LA is done, Popovich. Trendy. I've been seeing it everywhere. Let's discuss it real quick. 100-man versus a gorilla.
Man, niggas going to get whooped on.
I don't think so.
I think the man can beat the gorilla. Like, am I bugging the 100 man on the gorilla? Like, if you give me 20 Mark Henrys, a couple big shows,
the gorilla got unlimited stamina.
Right.
How many niggas he taking down before he go down though?
A lot.
Maybe 30 or 40. I'm not counting on everybody making it home.
No.
But you're not beating 100. Like, he can't beat 100 me's, yet alone 100.
Hold on, 100 of you? 100 of you be whooping on the gorilla?
Yeah, 100 of me can get a gorilla.
I don't know.
100 of me can get a gorilla.
I don't know. You can let, hey Blaze, we've been letting him get a lot of bullshit off today, but the buck stopped here, buddy. 100 U's ain't fucking with a silverback, nigga.
Listen,
that nigga gonna get out there and beat on his chest like,
you know what my cousin
no
like
weapons.
that.
See y'all look. Now you wanna let? Yeah, if you got the switchies. Yeah. Nigga, we talking about this.
All right, so listen, but that's the thing. Like, if we fighting in the wild, I'm picking up a tree. I'm picking up something.
Not all hands.
You can't just make me fight in.
I'm not all hands.
A gorilla ain't no boxer. Like,
all hands.
why I got to box with a gorilla?
It's all hands. All 100. Look, it's all hands.
The first 80 of you.
Look, all hands.
The gorilla don't box.
All hands in the octagon. 100 niggas versus the gorilla in the octagon. Let's up the ante. Still octagon, nigga.
I feel good about him in a contained environment. It's out in the open where he'd kill us. Like, because the nigga climbing trees and shit.
But shit, 15 niggas gonna catch them things before they leave for it.
I'm expecting 35 of them to catch him.
You want to be the sneak attack nigga.
Yes.
You want to hit him in the back of the head.
Y'all got him?
Hey, but then that nigga gonna fucking, he gonna backhand the shit out of a nigga like, raw. Hey, I'm gonna be honest.
So y'all don't think just 100 of the top niggas?
I'm about to say, it depends
like
on
I
who's
said,
sitting out there.
If you had
It depends
100
on
wrestlers.
It depends on who be sitting out there. Like the personnel matters, bro. The type of niggas that go out there matters, bro.
So do y'all think like 100?
Because 100 regular niggas, I feel like he gonna maul all 100.
But like
100
said,
average Joes.
Y'all don't think the gorilla gonna get tired? Like, he's gonna get tired.
Man, niggas is gonna be running, nigga.
Nah, that's why
Because-
you
because-
throw them niggas in the cage.
Yeah.
Like, it's only so far you gonna run.
Okay, yeah. Because look, like you said, if we in the wild and
You don't have a chance.
we
in the
dropping
wild.
100 niggas out there in the wild, pow. So is all 100 this ganged up? Like how is this going
If you
down?
drop me in the wild, Des, I'm picking up trees, branch. I'm picking up all that shit. Like
100 niggas is dropping away
he's getting
because-
a brick put on him immediately.
It's like Predator. It's like the movie Predator. 100 niggas in the wild versus a gorilla like the movie Predator. So niggas just all over. And he
Nah,
just
I don't like that. I don't
See
like
now, yeah, it is. Oh, you want like a contained environment,
you
all
have to.
100 niggas.
You have
Yeah,
to.
because if it's open space and opportunity, he mauling all 100.
I might die off the nature alone
Yeah.
without the gorilla.
Right. Got bit by a spider out in this motherfucker.
He got to just walk around looking for niggas like, ah.
But and that's the thing.
right, yeah, right.
Yeah, we definitely got to fight in a
Right.
garage or some shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like
I think
100 dudes can beat a gorilla.
Because look,
forget 100. I don't think a gorilla's beating the Buffalo Bills. I don't think so. 53 Buffalo Bills.
53 Buffalo Bills might not. Yeah, you're right. A 53-man NFL roster is gonna give a gorilla a hard
bro,
time.
because it's like, but honestly, like, bro, how niggas really gonna hit him though? How niggas gonna really get him?
It's gonna take a gang.
Because if you swing and he catch that nigga and bite the shit out you, nigga, your arm gone.
That's the
You
thing.
break him through the bone.
That's the thing. So we letting the gorilla bite and do whatever. But you talking about the nigga can't pick up a stick? Like a nigga can bite your head off.
But no guns though.
All right, cool. No gun.
guns.
Can you drop me down there with a bat? You drop me down there with a bat, I'll beat him by myself.
No, you won't.
Yes.
You drop me with a
No, you won't. Cause you're gonna be scared.
Yes, if I get the
You're gonna
Louis,
be scared.
if I get the metal Louis,
Reese, you're gonna be scared.
yes,
That shit sound good.
terrified.
That shit sound good. That shit sound good. That shit sound good. Until he drop you down there, nigga, and the gorilla look at you, he nigga get the charge.
If I can get 20 feet between me and him, if I can get my gather,
What's wrong with him?
Right.
Why is he saying that him with a bat is going to win? You're not going to win.
y'all don't think
You a bat and a gorilla.
do y'all think 10 people with a bat can beat a gorilla?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I do.
No, because everybody gonna want the sneak attack. Everybody gonna be, oh, nigga, you go first.
Yeah, because it's going to be that one hit that's going to knock him off his little.
Yeah, he's going like
10 people with a bat. It's over.
putting that nigga to sleep night.
One nigga with a bat. You with a bat.
Yeah, one nigga with a bat is gonna be
I don't
rough.
like the jungle thing at all.
But I think one nigga with a bat
like the jungle thing,
can get him up off him. Like it ain't just gonna be like you said. There's like my
No, you good.
if you now if you terrified, that's one thing.
But
to
most
factor
niggas is gonna be
into it.
terrified, especially when you get to charging, nigga. Right, niggas is charging. Niggas is running, bro.
I think
niggas ain't about to stand there and just square up, bro.
But I think what we underestimating is that he'll be scared. Like you imagine a gorilla see 100 niggas in front of him. He might take off running from us.
I think 100 humans will win just off the sheer fact because, like you said, if niggas get to throwing objects and shit like that, you feel me?
And you're not gonna tell me you get down here you can't pick up no object. Like fuck, you out your mind. What?
Hey, I'm not. Listen, I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wasn't signed up to do this shit. You know, I just been seeing it everywhere, and I've been seeing some funny ass memes behind it. But funny. Yeah, I'm on the side of 100 guys could beat a gorilla. Like, I don't give a fuck how strong the gorilla is. Like, he's still gonna get tired.
It's gonna be some dead niggas though. It's gonna be some dead niggas.
You expect that?
I feel like I feel like he's taking about 40, 50 before he go.
I think that's kind of high. 40. I think he might kill 20.
And then what? He just gonna tire out?
Yeah, I mean, cause when he get the one nigga,
because the first example is going like niggas gonna second like whoa.
I'm still laughing at Reese by himself with the bat. It's
the
crazy.
First nigga he killed, I'm telling you, bro.
And he gonna also start trying to pick with the nigga, and that's when the nigga gonna come from behind.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. He gonna just wop wop, nigga.
He ain't that damn right.
Who's next, nigga? You, nigga.
He out there like they're plenty of the apes. Like he gonna be now. He get to talking like, who's next?
You, nigga.
I'm like, hold time the fuck out. I ain't say this.
I that was a Caesar.
Like I have y'all with Caesar.
Put the bat down, son, and get knocked out like your old man.
I didn't know. I'm gonna start trying to reason with that motherfucker.
Nigga.
Like, hold up. I'm
bro.
with you. Let's get these niggas.
And I'm telling you, the charge up gonna have 50 niggas running, bro. When they get to charging up on niggas, them knuckles get to dragging, nigga. Niggas don't want none of that smoke. Go fuck around and suplex a nigga out there.
So y'all want to get into centers? Y'all want to speak about centers real quick? Michael B. Jordan. Or no, y'all want to push it back to next week? It's up to y'all. What y'all want to do?
We must not talk about it if it's gonna be next week.
Okay, so let's get into it, man. Smoke Stack, the movie the new Black Panther. You know, what I mean, everybody going crazy. You know, the blacks is rushing to the box office, which is super dope. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. Is that his?
Yep.
Did I say his name right? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Shout out to him on the directing side of the film. Also on the business side of it. You know, if what they're saying is true, he got busy with the deal. You know, which is kind of rare. The type of deal that he got for this movie, or the type of deal that he demanded. But let's get into the movie, man. First off, you know what I mean? Like, I got to throw a little shade in there. I know we all loving it, you know what I mean? But it's really, you know, a remake of Desperado.
Dust Till Dawn?
Dust Till Dawn, yeah, Dust Till Dawn. I called it Desperado.
Desperado's crazy.
I knew it was one of them. That's the only shade that I have for it. I thought it was a great movie, man. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I've seen it about 5 times now. It's dope to see the people in the movie supporting it like that. Michael B. Jordan, this is the best acting that I've seen him do. Y'all know how I've killed Michael B. Jordan over the years on this show. I thought he did good. You know what I mean? What's y'all's thoughts on it? Like Sinners, the movie overall. Y'all both seen it, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Y'all said y'all wanted to talk about it. So let's talk about it. What's your thoughts?
Man, listen, I feel like some people are like gems to the black community.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Ryan Coogler is one of those people.
Yeah.
I feel like Ava DuVernay is one of those people as well. What was that?
No, go ahead.
What was that? I mean, Central Park 5? The 13?
Oh no, you know who I thought.
I know you think. I already know who it is. It's
Who?
Lena Waithe.
That's exactly who
I'm your cousin. I know what you're thinking.
That's exactly. Okay, so yeah, Avery. Yeah.
Lena Waithe did The
Shy,
Shy,
and all that,
but she
yeah.
also did Queen and Slim.
Yeah. And I kind of like Queen and Slim.
I hate Queen
Jordan
and Slim.
Peele and all them, like they all like he got a new movie coming out too that I saw the trailer for. What's it called? Him. Yeah, like.
Yeah,
go ahead, finish your.
Ava DuVernay. So I feel like just Ryan Coogler, and I love how Ryan Coogler is so unapologetically like Ryan Coogler. Like he's just a nigga from the Bay.
L.A. Yeah.
He just, you know what I mean. So I love.
Mustache is hideous though.
No, from the Bay. Like, what you want him to do? So, but you know the movie was
Every
great.
nigga in the Bay ain't got that mustache.
I'm just trying to shoot him some bail, Reese. Yeah, he's one of us,
Yeah,
literally.
for sure.
But
They
yeah,
not like us.
right.
I ain't listen to TDE Reese, man. Stop playing, man. Let's wrap this up, man.
But yeah, I thought the movie was great. I want to see it again.
Yeah.
It's one of the movies where I had to come back and watch a couple of YouTubes.
Yeah, it's a lot of little Easter eggs and shit in that movie. So I understand why people went to go see it multiple times.
What I take away from it was more so like a message of, you know, how the white people pretty much take our culture. You know what I mean? They take it and run with it. They capitalize off of it. You know, and how we're so inviting to letting people in to be able to steal our culture versus us preserving it and keeping it to ourselves. We let everybody come in and get a piece of it and tarnish it and kind of turn it into how they see it, you know, versus what it initially was for us. Like, and I think him using the blues, which is kind of like a lost form of music that is no longer showcased like on the highest level, but that initially was our, you know, our claim to fame as far as music. You know what I mean? That's initially what we brought to the game, you know, which, you know, kind of morphed into rock and roll and all the kind of shit that we are responsible for. But I definitely thought it was dope, you know, the symbolisms and all the shit, how he, the underlying, you know, the messages and everything like that. Like, it's like Blaze said, it's one of those movies where you definitely need to see it a few times so you can catch all the little gems and the Easter eggs and everything. But overall, I thought the messaging behind the movie was good. I think when we do movies like this, you know, the white people still are going to do what they do. You know what I mean? And
What do you mean?
as far as like just being like culture vultures and just taking away from blacks or just giving us a small piece of what should be all of ours. You know what I mean? Like something that we created. It's almost like we still have to go to them to be able to get, you know, the broader message out there to the masses, or to get the product to the people we need them. And that's something that I think white people are fully aware of, and they use it like, all right, yeah, you know what I mean? You can be the vehicle, but, you know, we still going to drive it, you know? So, again, I don't want to take away from it, you know what I mean? But I think what I took most from the film was it's just like a wake-up call to blacks in entertainment, whether it be music or acting, you know, whatever it is, Broadway, film, is that we got to start trying to preserve our art, you know, and keep it to us. Like, and it's ways that we can become super successful with it staying with us versus, you know, giving it away to everybody. But that's just my take on it. Did y'all pick up on, like, what was some of the hidden messages that y'all picked up on from the movie?
You know, first of all, I did love the highlight on the blues culture, because I feel like it's a lost art.
Yeah,
for sure. I love that. As far as the messages, man, I thought it was. I think the part where you had to invite the vampires in was a big part. Like, I'm not trying to go like too introspective, but like sometimes like you gotta invite the evil in, like, or like we so busy not paying attention to what we doing.
Yeah,
it just happens. But in reality, if you pull everybody together and not,
and the metaphor that they use with the Haley Steinfeld, with her being the white girl, oh, she good, you know what I mean? Like, because he fucked with her back in the day, like, but she turned out to be the one that.
It's a little freaky. Yeah, a little freaky in that movie.
Oh yeah, that's Josh Allen's fiance.
Who is it?
Yeah, for sure.
That was a little. I ain't never seen that in the movie.
What?
You ain't think that was a little? Hold on. You seen the movie how many times?
Like 5.
Yeah. So you didn't see how she was spitting in that man's mouth?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was a thing. Like, whenever the vampires got to drooling, those is the ones that they really about to turn. Like, if
that's cool.
Get a little bit
that's
drool.
cool. But Michael B. Jordan wouldn't turn, and he just was.
Oh, he was with it.
Okay, all right. I didn't never see that in the movie.
Yo, I was about to say we could talk about it. Like,
I'm just saying, I ain't never seen it in the movie. That's all. No, we don't have to talk about it.
I was saying, neither one of you gentlemen have. Is that what we said? Like, I know we started on.
I said that I've never seen it in the movie.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say I've never seen it in real life.
All right.
Get the camera off.
Oh, Dad, you got quiet over there. Dad, you seen the movie, right?
Yes, sir.
What's your thoughts?
I thought it was. I kind of wish I didn't hear about the movie before I went to go see it. Even though it didn't sway me, right? But I would have rather just come in with just a fresh canvas. There was a lot of chatter about the movie before I got to see it, so I kind of why that mess up your? I mean, it didn't mess it up. Like, I still enjoyed the movie, but I think I kind of I still try to go in with no expectations, but I kind of went in with expectations because I heard so many great things about the movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, but it didn't mess it up because I did a good job of like not listening to spoilers or stuff like that. So I made sure I stayed clear of that, which I'm glad I did. I do understand why people went to go see it multiple times. I do kind of feel like I need to see it like at least one more time because I don't feel like I missed anything, but I feel like I missed something. If that makes sense, you feel what I'm saying?
I've only seen it once, and I feel like I missed a ton.
Like
of
I feel like I feel like I ain't get the full.
I'm sure you have. You missed a few things because I just seen some stuff yesterday. Like I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You went and saw it again yesterday?
Yeah.
Let
me ask you a question.
He's seen it like 10 times.
Right. This is crazy.
Not on the Fire Stick.
A couple times on the Fire Stick.
A couple times on the Fire Stick. It looked good on the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got bootleg watches. You got IMAX.
You sure?
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Did you ever go see it at IMAX?
No, it's not at IMAX no more. It won't be back in IMAX until I think maybe next week, and that's in select markets. Right
I wasn't that impressed with the
cinematography. I think IMAX was only on the opening week.
Okay.
in select theaters. Around it was a national release, like as far as the IMAX across the country, but now it's just going to be in select markets. And right now, here in Columbus, like if anybody that's out there looking, if you listen to this right now, Lenox and Easton have IMAX available, but the movie itself, Sinners, is no longer showing at IMAX at those places. Yeah, so, and you know, I ain't trying to rain on that, but you know, that's like an extra 15 a head or some shit almost. But have y'all seen a movie theater? Like, it's movie theaters here in Columbus now that's like damn near 3 walls. Like,
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
What is it, Marcus? I think the Marcus.
Marcus, yep. What's the new Marvel movie? Is it Thunderbolts or some shit like that? Like, I seen they playing that on that theater. It looked nasty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I saw that yesterday on a couple people's stories that they got that theater option like that. But salute to Sinners, man. Michael B. Jordan, everybody involved with it. Oh boy, the dude from the other guy from Black Panther, he's also in Queen and Slim. Did he have something to do with it? Like, was he a director? I mean, or was he a producer? Because I saw him on the promo, like on the rollout, like taking pictures with Ryan and Michael B. Jordan.
I saw that too. I thought that was just from Black Panther.
Is that what that was? Maybe.
so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm tripping. Okay.
You ain't tripping.
I seen it and I kept looking for him. Like, that's part of the reason why I done seen it so many times. Like, man, I'm gonna find this nigga in the movie.
He ain't definitely not in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. I think he had like an African name.
He's an African name. That's all I got today, fellas. I got a clip. I'm gonna say that for next week. That clip, we can play that anywhere or at any time, I should say. Beyonce still out here getting y'all for $500 to watch her daughters wave at y'all. Y'all gotta stop.
I'm glad you did that at hour 3.
I've been seeing it, man. Like, how they like Beyonce? she bringing the young daughter.
How long to the show are we?
We done. We had 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead and get it off. And don't you do it. Don't you do it.
But have y'all seen these latest clips of the young daughter?
We've seen them all.
She out there part of the choreography now and all that. I'm like, all right, Beyonce. Like, I done gave you $500. You think I want to see?
You talking about Blue Ivy.
No, I'm talking about Remy.
Reese, in the show, Reese.
Y'all ain't seen them clips?
Yes, we've seen them. We've all seen them, Reese. But that baby is
beautiful.
Beautiful, but you can tell this. Come on, man.
I wasn't even speaking on that. I'm just saying, like, she's out there for 10 minutes.
Is she?
Yeah, she's a part of the show.
Are you sure?
Positive.
How would you know?
I've watched. Concerts are on Instagram. The niggas is putting the whole shit up. But I mean, so y'all, you go see Jay-Z and he bring Sir out there for 10 minutes to dance and wave. Like, nigga, if you don't do PSA, like, she gotta cut this shit, man. I done paid, like, nigga. I had to choose between my house and this fucking concert, and you got your daughters out here waving at me? Hell no. Stop it. I ain't going.
The Beyonce fans is going, though.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they love it. You know what I mean? If I was a superstar parent and I had kids, you know, I would definitely want to let them get the experience. You know what I mean? The little girl is innocent. You know, she's out there. She probably don't even realize how famous her mom is because she's still at such a young age. But it was just something that I seen, man. Like, I've been just seeing too many clips of it. Like, hold up now. She out here waving on a different song.
Different clips, too.
Hey, she out here waving on a whole different song. Like, hold up. It's one thing to be out there for 30 seconds saying hi, but you done been out here for 10 minutes now. Like, hold up. Beyonce ain't even singing no more. She done gave the mic to Blue. She done gave the mic. She done gave the mic to Blue. Like, Beyonce ain't even on stage no more. Fuck that.
It's family business, they said.
Yeah, they running it up.
That's what Reese is talking about.
I didn't touch on Ye and the wild shit that he said over the week.
I'm glad. I'm done. I want him banned from our podcast.
Yeah, Ye gotta go. Like, I'm completely done with Ye. Another thing, did Cat Williams? Did y'all know Cat Williams was from
Ohio,
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he was from somewhere else. He don't claim Ohio that much, do he?
It ain't part of his profile, but.
Because I saw something where they did a street after him. He was back in Cincinnati, and they renamed the street after him. I'm like, damn, Cat from Cincinnati? That dude with Agent Bronner's dirty ass. That's all I got today, fellas. Y'all got anything in closing? Any birthdays? Any shout outs?
Well, I mean, we got a new nickname out of this show. I felt pretty good about
What we
it.
got?
TDE Reese.
TDE. I'm TDE's just as much as Dez is OVO.
Is Dez OVO?
The cake you wearing for
He
TDE.
definitely was a part of
I
Clutch.
think he's more Drake than OVO.
He more. Well, I mean, ain't nobody. Who else on there? Party.
Yeah, party.
Why is he around?
No, I'm still Clutch. I heard you say you was a part of Clutch. I'm still Clutch.
You still Clutch?
You still Clutch?
I don't know.
Somebody gotta be a truth teller. You know what I mean?
Nobody in Clutch.
Ain't nobody
Still
telling the truth in Clutch.
Still Clutch. You know what I mean? Shit, it's just,
Shout out to Brown, man.
We gonna make sure he get his farewell tour, or we boycotting the league.
I don't see it.
There's no way.
The longer he go, the least I can see it happening. Because I mean, again, at some point, Lakers,
it's gonna happen within these next 2 years.
it has to happen next season.
I'm leaning more for next season. I would prefer it next season than the season following.
But in order for it to happen next season, he also has to come out and announce retirement.
I ain't got time.
He ain't got that much time.
Do it in the summer.
Player option. They looking like Palenka.
He's opting in. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. It's 52 million, right? Something like that.
And then as soon as he opt in, he's gonna hold a press conference. Just,
I think you're discounting his arrogance, but go ahead and cook, my brother.
What you think he's gonna do?
I think he's too arrogant to come out and say that next year's his last year.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to
I feel like he'd be making a mistake if he don't.
I agree with you.
Personally.
I agree with you.
I don't want to see him do. I just don't want to see him do 2 more years because I think this following year is going to be a lot of like.
He needs to be down to 25 minutes next year.
Yeah, like you know what I mean.
Come off the bench.
He's not gonna come off the bench.
So that's the thing. He's dictating way too much shit.
Right. That's the reason why they got Luka to get him out of there. Yeah. If the Lakers had a team option, he would be no longer a Laker.
See, the thing is, though, Luka is being exposed so much for his bad habits that he might not even be the one that can get Bron out of here because they keep saying Bron is going to have to really mentor and give him, some – because they talking about him being out of shape and how he just ain't dedicated or committed. The niggas still be drinking brews in the locker room and shit like that. He look like he smokes cigarettes, but –
probably European.
They talking about,
that's what they do.
Bron ain't rubbing off on him like they thought it was. Now he only done been there 2 weeks.
It's so crazy why he gets like this bad rap like this because he's from the same place or close to the same place as Jokic, right?
Who, Luka?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got the same exact bodies.
Let me tell you the difference.
Yeah, I know the difference.
Right. Say 3-time MVP, champion.
Right. And
he don't talk.
Yeah, he don't talk. He don't really care about the limelight.
Luka is literally is young Bron, young unathletic Bron. I mean, I'm talking about like the bad habits. I'm talking about like don't play defense.
Young Bron was incredible in there.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about young Bron. I'm talking about.
Are you talking about Bronny?
Second. I'm talking.
Right.
What Bron are you talking about?
I'm talking about second year in
Bron senior, like
second stint in Cleveland, Bron.
Did you not see what he did?
Cries to the officials
he won a
and don't play defense.
Second stint, Bron brought it home.
That second stint, Bron was incredible.
Yeah.
In Cleveland.
What I'm saying is that Bron, like Luka, but he didn't play defense.
Luka's LA Bron.
No, but Bron didn't play defense the second stint in Cleveland. He did not. Go back and check the footage.
And he was damn near unstoppable second stint. He was in the playoffs doing what he wanted. Like he put up 50 by himself.
He also had Kyrie.
No, but the one series, Kyrie and Kevin Love both went down on him.
Yeah.
And he still almost beat Golden State by himself.
And they got cleaned up after that too.
But to get there, they needed Kyrie.
They couldn't do nothing with him.
Well,
Brown still doing what
they couldn't
he
do
was
with Kyrie neither.
Oh, you one of them.
Did you?
Brown got his numbers, huh? Forgot you clutch. It makes sense.
Bro, yeah, let's go. Cause you, like, bro, what? Brown went going crazy when
nobody said he was.
He had
going crazy and losing. Going crazy and getting swept.
That roster was nothing.
No, you want to. I can't stand when you try to minimize the. J.R. Smith's a dog.
He wasn't there.
TT?
And yeah, he wasn't on that.
He wasn't there.
That was Deladova and then when Kyrie went down.
Yeah, that team was terrible.
And he was still putting up 40-50 in the finals.
Nah, he should have been MVP of that finals. Even though they lost.
You talking about the one that they lost 1-4?
Yeah.
Nigga, Kevin Love and Kyrie went down, bro. What is he talking about?
Kevin Love went down because old Nick broke his arm.
Yeah.
Y'all still think Klay Thompson is that?
What? Say that again.
Y'all still think
Hey,
Klay? Do y'all still think Klay Thompson is that? Because I remember a couple weeks ago, y'all was letting me have it about Klay Thompson. Y'all still think he's?
Was we letting you have it about? I feel like that's not true. Will Ryan is here. He might be able to tell us. I don't think what you're saying is true. I don't think that's a part of the argument. It wasn't about. What was the argument?
It had something to do with
Klay being one of the best shooting guards I thought in the league ever.
I don't know if it's that because I don't think I would dispute he. Historically, yes, I would put him up there as one of the best. I think y'all was saying that he was like. Maybe y'all was calling him top. I forgot. I honestly.
Oh, maybe it was talking about the top shooters.
It wasn't top shooters because I wouldn't even argue with top shooters. Like he's definitely a top.
It was a shooting guard.
It might have just been overall. Y'all was saying he was just one of the top shooting guards.
I didn't say that.
Maybe. Neither here nor there. We ain't gonna discuss that. Again, we closing, folks. Will, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you being here, sitting there with us today.
We give him a little. What we talking about? Care package. You know, one of the big of this podcast.
Yes.
Give him some.
In the Whip podcast, listen. I'm a big fan of what y'all doing, man. I definitely enjoy it. I love the conversation. What was I going to ask? It was something that I wanted to ask you about that. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, all the guys are those your homies?
You might as well step over there for a quick second.
Yeah, you got him, Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, with Ryan.
Appreciate it. So, those are my guys for at least 14 to 15 years, for real. We do music together. Kali is one of my best friends since childhood.
Okay.
But I just put it together just simply because I wanted my peoples to have like a platform for themselves, to have their own perspective, and then when they have music that come out, you can roll it out on that platform. So they already see the mindset of where you were coming from with the music and how genuine that is. So instead of them having to outsource and go everywhere else, they can come home, be them, and then that exposure helps in any type of way.
Super dope. Yeah, I love the way that y'all been breaking down the Drake and Kendrick and just getting into like the different elements of the battle. You know what I mean? And just the difference in between the artists. You know what I mean? Like the messaging and everything that they deliver. So I think that's super dope. Keep it up. You know what I mean? Whatever we can do, to support and help. You know what I mean? We always here. You family. We appreciate
Y'all was
you.
the main people that I had to tap in with first, man. Because I've been with y'all for a while, like watching the pod, being at the shows and everything like that. And
we appreciate that too.
Y'all definitely helped in that. And then Trav put a battery in my back too. It's like stay consistent. So I want to shout out to Trav too.
Yeah, big shout out to Trav.
Trav.
Any announcements that you got? Anything coming up? Anything that you want to plug and put out there?
As of right now, I do want people to bear with me on that because I am running everything all at once. So with me being consistent, give me time, give me grace.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, so when like, is there a steady like drop date?
So our drops are usually on Fridays. I drop it, so it'll be the promo for everything throughout the week, and then I drop it on Friday, and then do like a tunnel for my stories to the YouTube page.
Okay.
And then that's how I'm rolling it out. But
And the audio is available like.
I'm not in audio, so it's all visual first because I like seeing. So I started off because I like seeing visuals. So when you guys changed over to visual, I was like, I'm watching while I'm at work, but I always kept the audio just so I can listen before y'all switched over. So audio main thing, but Blaze did hit me with you have to be as critical and comfortable with the audio first versus the visual because they're all two different entities, and I realize that now. So
Yeah, and some people will. It's like when it comes to podcasts, Reese is probably a visual person, but I'm an audio person. Like maybe I got a job where I can't have my phone the setup for me to watch it, but I'm allowed to have my headphones in, so you just want to make sure you got a venue available for me, platform available for everybody.
Dope. Well, again, we appreciate you, bro. Anything that we can do, you know what I mean, we always here. You know what I mean, it's dope to see other outlets coming up and, you know, making a name for themselves. So salute to that. Whatever we can do, we definitely going to be here. Dez, Blaze, y'all got anything in closing, anything that we need to throw out there?
I'm good, man. It's a good show.
Super good show. Again, we back. You know, I know we took a week off, but we here. Forgive me. It was on me, not the guys. It was on me. I was sick. We out of here. Peace.